It's been a while since I've been here and commentating actually on time instead of on my phone. Thantis and I will be commentating for the rest of the bracket, and we got a pretty exciting some pretty exciting matches here. We have a 14-person bracket, it's the biggest one we've had in a long time, and we have some old fan favorites here. We got Fems, we got Richter, we got Jackie Sparkles, we even got Spooky, who managed to get himself up on time. Let me tell you, folks, this should be a very, very good time.
I'm really excited for pretty much this whole bracket, but before we start, Tweedo, I need you to jump into the room real quick, so that way you can you don't have to be 10 seconds behind today.
Yeah. I get it.
We've got two new people this week as well, who aren't from our region and I haven't seen play before, Auragard and Karanchi. Right now, Karanchi and one of our regulars, Eridat, are playing off-stream, so we're going to see how that goes. And then Auragard and Jackie Sparkles are going to be on stream right after this first match, which is going to be between Kuon and Uber.
All right. I haven't seen Kuon play in a long time, and it's been a very, very long time since I've seen Izanami also. I know Uber's been on the up and up as of late. He's been doing a lot better, and it's very fun to see.
Yeah, Uber's definitely been improving, and I'm excited to see him fight Kuon because Kuon is always an experience. He's a very, very unique style of play. He likes to take really weird risks, and it'll be interesting to see how Uber responds to that and what he does with his game plan.
Which is more or less a long story short of, will Uber counter a couple of times, or will he just not and stand there for a little bit? Memes aside, it is important for Uber to take risks on defense and actually make an effort to prevent Kuon from essentially playing his game.
Hakumen does have some of the best tools at dealing with Izanami's offense because he can counter, like the counters that Hakumen have, go through Ribcage because they're all throws.
Please select your character.
Okay, let's switch the names. Okay, there we go. Is the stream quiet, guys? I'm seeing in the chat people are saying that this is quiet. Is it the game that's quiet? Or are we quiet? I'm just going to fix the sound levels. I'm quiet.
That's
okay.
That's a little bonkers. We have Susanoo versus Hakumen, which is a much different matchup.
Oh, I forgot that Jacob had a pocket Susan.
Commentary in general was quiet.
Okay, I'm going to turn up the volume then.
Yeah, and Forensic says the game is also quiet.
Maybe you should just turn up your volume. But seriously, I'll work on raising the levels for everything.
Alright, looks like we have a pretty passive start here. Everybody just kind of backing off. Okay. Not too much on the confirm there. So, it looks like what's happening right here in neutral is that Uber is, oh my goodness, OD.
Got that nice Susan anti-air, but it doesn't matter when you have to go against JD.
God, I hate some random Tsubaki, okay.
I'm assuming that must have been a misinput. Good confirm, though.
Oh, this is going to be about 5k, wow. Ooh, tosses him out, throw counter, alright. And that's the round there. So, the round start here, I think, was very, very interesting, mostly because it was very passive from both ends. Neither of them were really vying for a crazy position. You could see that Uber's really just aiming to kind of poke around in neutral and just prevent Kuon from getting his game started. But we got a couple of 6As here. Ooh, seals unlocked. We got level 3 dash.
Uber not afraid, mashing right out of the Susan normals, which is good. That's a strong place to mash.
Unfortunately, got a little bit of spaghetti over here. Can he get these conversions? Not looking very clean yet.
Now, Susan doesn't have DP unlocked
nice
yet,
Enma right there.
so he has to hold everything on block right now.
Yes.
Sword super,
However,
he's going to get punished for that.
Oh, sword was not good. Great combo at it. Ooh, bad drop. Yeah, and the 5B will do it.
Level 3. Action.
Blocking the overhead on net play, that's impressive.
And immediately gets hit by an overhead anyway.
Yeah, Karinsik, we are gonna have two Susans
Ooh,
in
nice
bracket.
throw tech there. Jesus Christ, I definitely got hit there. I'm not gonna lie to you. So far, decent neutral. We haven't seen many big conversions. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's just 3.5k.
Good,
That's
yeah,
good
it's
damage.
a good grab
Loki,
confirm.
What's he gonna do? Oh,
Bursts
Catches
out.
him
Next
out.
touch
So right
could
now,
be
we're in
death
a
for
free-
Hakumen. If Hakumen gets the next like a good confirm here, it's just he's gonna lock him out with OD and kill him. So let's see what happens.
yeah, it looks like Uber knows it. He's just playing relatively passive. Susanoo does have DP unlocked and immediately pops it, but converts into nothing. Still, though, because Kuwan is under 30% health, he's gaining meter still, so he has enough meter to RC once again.
He's got a lot to do, a bunch of different things here. Blocking, goes for the counter, but there's not really a lot that Susie's going to do there. Gets hit by the
get
command
press.
grab.
He doesn't have wheels, so he can't convert off of this very strongly. Ooh, still gets hit with 6. Oh my goodness.
Bursts with no
Okay,
health.
good burst there. He would have died.
Ooh, can he
Oh
get
my!
this
I'm just
converted to
waiting
death?
on
I
a
think he's dead.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh my
Great
God.
conversion from Uber. The one time I will give Uber a pass for the 1 health bursts. That one was pretty good.
Really, that one was very risky. He could have popped OD honestly and just went straight into EA.
Well, he had to burst
The
there,
other
he was
thing that
dead.
I'm really, yeah, I mean, he got hit. So yeah, before he got hit.
Yeah, he...
But one of the things I also want to highlight about Uber's conversion is that you could tell, like, very late in the airstring, he realized he could chill and immediately went for Tsubaki for the extension, which was very fun to see.
I do really like the mid-red Tsubakis are really fun because the pickup there looks really cool.
Please select
Yeah, it's
your
cool in
character.
general.
I want to know,
So
okay.
right now, what I'm seeing is that okay. Yeah.
I was going to say, is Jacob going to switch to Izanami? And it looks like yes. Which means that he's jailed for
Honestly-
Izanami for the rest of the set. He can't switch back to Susan because you have to lose to switch, and he can't lose again.
I agree with the character switch here. It looked like he wasn't very comfortable on Susanoo and was just very scared to start his offense. I've never seen this intro, but I know Izanami's talking shit.
We've never had an English voice actor for Izanami, right? Ooh, automatically, just a very painful hit.
Good. Ooh, this is really great damage at round start. Misses the throw attempt here. Wow, he's really catching him a decent amount. Okay, Bits, let's get it started.
Bits are actually something that Hakumen has a good answer for in neutral. Oh, we're going to do ribcage in neutral. Uber can just stall this out, but he doesn't even need to because he gets the grab.
The throw? That was nuts. Okay, great conversion out here. Uber looking very, very comfortable in this round.
Yeah, and then this should be
Yeah,
it.
it just looks like... Wow, yeah, honestly, it just looks like Uber is catching every single one of Kuwan's attempts to escape. Even the floats, even air dashing around. It looks like Uber's just picking up all of his confirms and leading them into a very good, favorable situation.
This time, though, Jacob's kind of got the run on him. Put him in the corner, putting up ribcage, running his game plan.
YOLO rib. Still, it's party time versus Izanami. Let's go. Ball, drop the nuke.
Rolls out. That's a risky rollout because there are a lot of setups there that you can do to cover it, but it was good. He picked the one setup that he can roll out of.
Unfortunately, Uber missed the Agato, dropped the combo. We're back at
Command grab,
mid-screen here.
super.
Ooh, command grab!
He's dead.
Is he dead? What, he's dead?
Yeah. Oh, no, he's not.
Wow. Pops back up.
Oh my god, he
Oh
just
my
barely
God.
missed it.
Oh, is he gonna get hit by Brits? I knew it.
Ah.
Rebel 3, action!
Alright, back to neutral, chilling out. Okay. That was a very good hit. Yeah, it looks like right now Kuwan's very much so willing to kind of sit back and let Bits do the work right before he approaches, which makes sense for Izanami's game plan.
I think that's smart. The one thing he's got to watch out for, though, is letting Hakumen cut them so that he can build stocks.
Yeah, it looks like Uber hasn't been cutting them as much, which is very beneficial for Kuwan. And the other thing that I'm noticing is that Uber isn't necessarily opting for very long-range buttons. in order to more or less call out Kuon for playing very passively. Oh, air throw, let's go. He drops the combo, looking really awkward. Uber's OD is back up, so he can burst this out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
got a lot
sure
of
if
meter
I
too, so one more touch and he can kill Jacob.
really
He just
wondering,
gets
is
tagged by some
Mikasa
straight
on the-
bits. So that's going to be
the matter
1-1.
gets lit. Yeah. So what I'm surprised here is that, as I was mentioning a bit earlier, it doesn't really seem like Uber's comfortable popping his drive, which is a bit unusual. I can count probably on one hand the amount of times he's popped drive throughout this entire set.
Yeah, I think he has a tendency, like he did a little bit against Susan, and then it didn't work out for him, so I think he's trying to back off. But it's a good idea to do it. I mean, he can even just counter bits, honestly, and that's usually fine. I think he still gets a stock there. I don't know if any Hakumen players in the chat can correct me. But worst case scenario, if
Yeah.
it looks like Izanami's running up, he can cancel the invuln into like Enma or something to cover the approach.
The other thing that I've noticed is that he really hasn't opted for something like Yanagi, for example, in neutral. Part of that is arguably because Kuon has decided to stay in the air more and use floats in order to put Uber in a slightly awkward positioning. But either way, I think it's a very good tool that Hakumen has, and Uber's been sitting on beads a decent amount throughout the set.
It's definitely a strong option. I think Enma he might just be opting for Enma because Enma covers that airspace a little bit more. He can stuff the like float approaches with Enma because of how high up it reaches. That button goes very far and very high. Ground start.
Starts off ribcage.
Jacob's special.
Immediately wastes half of his barrier, but Uber's playing a... Oh my... 6-8. Nothing happens. Okay, bursts are early. Round start. A little awkward, but he'll have probably, let's say... Oh, there's the cut.
You're cutting the...
So let's see.
The bits.
Form will probably have about half.
Ooh,
Yeah, you got the
accidentally gets
bit cut.
rolled,
Oh,
gets
that's
hit
a
by the
really
fireball.
awkward there. Yeah, it looks like Kuon was looking for the burst with that barrier. Yeah, so far what I'm seeing in general is that Uber isn't really calling out Kuon for a lot of his pressure. He's been doing a lot of awkwardly just no cancel. Wow, that 2C button is insane.
Are you talking about
Great
Haku's
call
2C?
out on the
Or
Haku's
Izanami's?
2C.
The anti-air? Because the low cut is the 3C.
That's... Yeah, the low cut's the 3C. You 2C'd Kuon out of the air earlier. Insane.
I missed it. I was updating the bracket.
Oh, goodness grief.
Oh, I have just
Oh,
good sounds on.
nice air hit. And he converts. Bursts? I honestly kind of agree with it for the momentum, but Kuon gets to roll out and immediately just goes back to using bits and just staying around a full screen and mid screen.
Rebel 2. Action.
I'm surprised how high that 2C reached.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts over there.
Or
But
J2C rather.
so
that's what
far,
it was
we've
done.
seen kind of the inverse. Yeah. So far, we've seen kind of the inverse of the matches with Susanoo earlier, wherein now Kuon is making use of pretty much everything and playing passively neutral, but succeeding, and Uber's having a very hard time converting off hits in neutral into meaningful pressure. Oh, hits him with the falling overhead. Dirty, dirty Izanami mix. This is going to be decent damage. Given that amount of meter, next hit definitely kills. And speaking of, right on time,
Very good super
Kuon
to
takes
lock
the
out the
set.
burst.
2-1.
And yeah, that's going to be it. Alright, also, challenge is being very slow today. I've spent a lot of time trying to update that, so I've missed a decent amount of this match. So I'm glad Toido's here to carry me.
All good, no worries about it. Now, do you guys still hear Discord sounds?
I can't mute the
relatively
Discord
clear
sounds,
from stream currently.
unfortunately, because if I mute Discord, I won't be able to hear Toido. I'm not sure what streamers normally do about that.
I think it might have been partially from me due to what was it? Due to not having my headphones in, so they might have been catching me using push to talk.
Oh yeah, I think that might have been what it was.
Streamer mode prevents people from seeing personal details, basically. So they won't be able to see like DMs and such, if I remember correctly. You basically use it when you don't want to expose yourself on stream.
So I want to say that I am very excited for this next match. First of all, because it is always a joy to have Jackie Sparkles on stream. And also, we can see Orgard, a player that I've never seen play before, so I'm very excited for that as well.
Yes, I believe this might as well be the NEAFGC introduction ceremony, playing Jackie as round 1 in bracket.
Yeah, this is the true entry into our scene, because Jackie is the classic NE player.
Jackie's Jackie.
Yeah. This
So,
matchup, though,
the problem
is actually
this
pretty
matchup
good for Tager, I think. As a longtime Tager player,
what?
it's pretty good. It was really good in CPEX. It's annoying, but I don't think it's bad. The damage is just there. You get to kill her sometimes.
My problem is that I'm very, very sure Aura has a decent amount of experience, been to a good amount of tournaments. So my concern here is that Jackie's not going to be quite too sure how to handle New, and I'm quite sure that Aura has the Tager matchup under their belt.
I believe it. I'm not making any guesses on who's going to win, just that I think this is a better matchup for Tager than people give it credit for.
To be honest, I was going to open up with the CT meme, and then you shocked me with the, this is not that bad.
No, I think this is maybe even Tager's favorite. Jackie being very patient, but he's kind of getting locked down, hit by the overhead. But
I'm not gonna lie, what I'm looking at on the, oh my goodness, Spark Bolt, it's time.
Yeah, that's all you. That's all you need. Look at that. The health Steven. Hits the grab. I think he should be dead.
Oh, Aura walking into Jackie's range and just throwing. Should be. Actually, no. Super doesn't do enough.
Oh!
And
there we go.
And there it is.
That's
oh god. Not dead yet. Should be the next hit that kills though. Spark Bolt's at the ready as well. Oh, what?
Gets chipped out. Sword
destroyed Spark Bolt. Aura chips out Jackie, charging the 6A. Wow. Zeph, thank you for appreciating any and all dunks in any.
I'm glad we have a resident dunk appreciator back in the chat.
Alright, yeah, so far it looks like Aura's very comfortable just setting up gravity well and just honestly running standard New off.
Jackie getting in though, this could be a big deal. About to have Spark Bolt on live too.
Aura backs up in the corner. This is an awkward situation for New here. Gets hit by the wedge.
Back in the corner.
I think Jackie's, yup! Immediately sets up for Tager Buster. Oh my goodness. Dunks once again. So, I think this matchup is now, I'm becoming a bit more convinced of what you're saying. If only because Jackie manages to shove their way out of neutral and touches Aura, and then they kind of explode a bit.
Yeah, Aura has to
really
be
good
very,
awareness
very
on the
careful,
sled here.
and Tager has so much health to chew through.
Yeah, it's definitely a death of 1,000 cuts versus a sledgehammer per se.
You don't see those grabs like that very much in the matchup.
Ooh, Ops for Terror Bolt. Oh, goes through the EA actually. That invuln through it. Wow. I'm surprised that. Oh, okay. Wait. Spark Bolt, Gadget Finger. What's the mix? Another Gadget Finger.
So that Gadget Finger
blocks
setup,
the super.
That Gadget Finger setup catches you if you jump with Gadget Finger, and then if you don't jump, it sucks you in and you can cancel it in the grab. That's how that works there.
Oh my god, that's so good.
So you have to actually get up and like wait and then jump.
That's a magnetism launch. Okay. Uses 6A to pull them in.
Oh, he might
this
be dead.
Might be death.
No meter, and Taker's got a lot
nope,
of health.
Doesn't have the meter, and 5 Bs. Let me tell you, if you don't know this already, Jackie Sparkles churns butter in their spare time. At any given moment, at any given time, no matter who's in hit stun or block stun or just air dashing, Jackie has a 720 buffered.
Listen. The thing you gotta know about Jackie's Sparkles, they come from a long line of the Amish. A prolific and long history of turning that butter like nobody's business.
I honestly think it might be quality butter. It, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it too. I've commentated. I've had the Jackie Sparkles experience trademark before. It still gets me every single time. So right now we're going into our second game. It looks like both players have a pretty solid game plan here. One of the interactions that I noticed that kind of went under the radar a bit was the Spark Bolt getting eaten by Sword. I think this makes it a lot more difficult for Tager to sort of blow through neutral with Spark Bolt at the ready and forces him to think about Sledge. And New has a pretty good sweep in order to beat that out. So this will be very interesting in terms of how Jackie tries to rush their way in.
There's definitely a lot of interesting neutral RPS here, but Taker only really has to win it like 1 or 2 times. New has to win that same RPS a lot more, but she has much better tools for it.
Looks like New's been winning the RPS like 30 times so far. Jesus Christ. Gets the Spark Bolt. Although he can't convert, he does have Magnetism. Pops the OD. This is dangerous.
Ooh,
oh my
right
god!
the super, but gets
and
EA.
Immediately walks into the EA. That's rough. Funny enough, in certain conditions, that EA can actually whiff due to its spacing.
Isn't it also a projectile? I could be wrong about that.
One thing I really want to see, I am not entirely sure, so I will not comment on that. One thing that I would love to see out of Jackie a bit more is just a couple of super jumping attempts. Right now, he's just basically just been stuck blocking for like 3 years until or either opts to approach or decides to go for a different way of filling the screen, and then Jackie happens to, okay, Spark Bolt, never mind, I'm just gonna shut up.
Catches him right after the Spark Bolt with another reset. Gets
betting...
anti-aired, which Jackie likes to jump there in 360C to call out his opponent jumping out of grab. But I think he's going to 720. Oh! Woo!
No, go for 2D. And there's the super.
Dead. This man is dead. I'm calling
pretty
it.
sure this kills.
Dead. Absolutely. That does like 6K.
Always remember, it's Jackie Sparkles.
This man will hit you with a 720 from full screen. It does not matter.
Looks like Aura's willing to play a little bit closer, but still eat the sledge. Burst
out of the way.
This
early,
is really,
though.
really good for Jackie. Exactly. This means that each neutral interaction that Tager wins matters that much more. Sledges through again.
He's got Spark Bolt now. This is scary neutral.
Let's see what happens here. So far, Jackie's been able to sledge through a lot. 2D.
Calls out the run-up. That was bold.
Gadget finger, what's the mix?
720.
Ooh,
gets hit out
jumps
of the
that
Spark Bolt.
and gets the Spark Bolt eaten. This is rough. However, one more hit is all it takes. Jackie has OD available and 50 meter. Ooh, opts the burst. Not sure if I agree with that. I think OD would be better if only to checkmate.
He had to burst at that point, though. He might have been saving OD, but it was already too late.
Perhaps, and that's the set right there.
Great performance from both players. I'm super happy with that. I think we got a really, really good match there, and we got to see some great Jackie Sparkles moments, but Beauregard showed they're not some random. They will not stand for this.
Yes. One of the really big things that we meme and joke about it a lot, but it is a real thing, is that due to the way how Jackie plays, it's very easy to get frustrated and very confused and just very out of sorts. So I'm really, really impressed that Aura remained calm, dealt with Jackie's offense, got hit with some wild 720s, but still stuck to their game plan and knew how to handle a lot of these neutral interactions.
Yeah, I was really impressed there. Huido's saying in a very nice way that Jackie is the Tiltatron 9000. It is very easy to be like, God damn it, I can't believe I get hit by another 720, because he will just make them appear out of thin air. And as Huido said, Beauregard, great job keeping their cool. I never really felt like they were totally losing their shit at all. They seemed pretty collected for pretty much that whole set.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how Aura plays out some of these other matchups. I think New is very rare around NE in particular, and I think NE has a very interesting brand of play.
And I'd have to ask the players, but the connection seems pretty good. Aura said they're from Indiana, which is pretty far away, but that seemed like a good match. And then, so next up, we're going to have Uber again, and Karanchi. And then after that, we're going to have Yage, and then Jackie Sparkles again.
Alrighty. So who knocked Karanchi over to losers?
Eridat did, actually. I think that was a Ragnamir? I could be wrong, though.
Not entirely sure. I know Eridat's very consistent and pretty solid as a Ragnar.
Yeah, he's our best current Ragna player. We've had a long history of Ragnas in New England. A lot of them aren't active right now or have switched characters, but Eridat stayed true to it. And they are doing the character proud for the region.
Okay. Based on what Karenzik is typing in chat, it was in fact a Ragnamir. So we will have Ragnar versus Tager, which is an interesting time, and I think something that Jackie is very, very well equipped to handle.
Oh no,
wait,
it's Uber
This is
and
Uber
Karanchi.
versus
It's going to be Yage and Jackie.
Yeah, right.
So it's going to be Uber. It's going to be Hakumen Ragna. It looks like.
Yes.
Karenzik, we'd have more Teramis if you had a wired connection, buddy. And Spooky's got a Terami. Nick's got a Terami. It's not very good, but he has one.
Your dog broke your PS4. That's unfortunate.
Is that real? I thought when the last time you said that to me, Karenzik, I thought you were like memeing, like my dog ate my homework.
Oh, that's an L.
Let me update the names. I gotta make sure.
All right. However, we got Ragna versus Hakumen.
This is a scary matchup.
I believe.
I don't know if it's bad, but it's
sure
scary because you're playing against Hakumen. Hakumen just kills you in 2 hits, and he's got 1 billion health. Ragna can heal back, which is nice, but if you just get 2-touch, you get 2-touch. You don't have time to heal.
Yeah, the problem with the healing mechanic in this case is that Hakumen's damage is a lot more explosive, so it's not like it's a death by 1,000 cuts and you happen to survive longer. It's very high burst damage, especially with OD on the table and enough Magatama.
Yeah, you can get Hakumen down to like 10% of his life, and then you wake up ODs and just kills you.
Yeah.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1, action!
Nice, calm, and respectful round start. Both of them just kind of backing up. All right, Uber's winning the neutral exchange. Gets the counter hit 6B. We're going to take him straight to the corner unless he drops it. However, Gauntlet Hades on net play. Everybody feels bad.
Goes, opts to do reset into overhead.
I'm not going to lie, I definitely got hit by what?
Oh, honestly.
Immediate UK cause a lot more counter usage all of a sudden. What was that last match?
Karanchi kind of nice right now. He's like, yeah, you're not going to block these overheads, I'm going to hit you with them.
Very much so willing to go for 6B and converting off of that. Very, very confident. Just like that, we have, oh goodness, great block on the Gauntlet Hades there. So one of the things I want to highlight right now is the burst advantage. Currently, Karanchi has full burst, and Uber is down to about 40% of the way on there, which means that Ragna can take a lot of risks over there, and it's not really too much that Hakumen can do in terms of use the drive. Carnage Scissors, okay, we're popping it, okay, cool. Aside from his drive, it's not like Uber has access to OD damage. Speaking of,
OD
oh my
too
goodness,
fast.
okay,
You hate
get
to see
started.
that.
Okay.
Good
Because he's
IVs
in
from Uber, but
overdrive,
he
he's
gets
still
opened
healing
up.
with
Gets the
decent
counter.
amount.
Ooh, that could have been death.
Does he burst? He didn't burst. That was so calm. Oh my goodness, he could have converted off that and killed. And overhead.
Uber's
I
like, you know what?
really,
Gauntlet
really-
Hades is something, but it's not a 5K overhead that's 20 frames.
I really, really want to highlight Uber being patient enough to hold on to the burst, knowing that he would have survived.
That was a
Because
great
Ragnar
OD.
wasn't doing it. Yeah. Great awareness of like the amount of damage Ragnar's capable of. TRM, let's go. Time to get the party started.
Karachi getting his OD back, so a good hit here. He could probably lock Uber out of his burst.
Oh my goodness, he still got the 6A. That was such an awkward conversion. Very YOLO carnage scissors, but it worked.
Grabs him
and tosses him out of the Enma, I think?
Yeah, that was Enma.
Or was that Yanagi? Was that
I
Enma?
just realized the scores.
Oh my god. What a toss.
Karachi coming in doing work. I actually didn't catch what region Karachi is from.
Yeah, I didn't catch where they were from as well. However, connection's looking relatively decent.
Yeah, connection's looking pretty good.
Nothing too crazy. But
Karachi,
yeah, wow.
like a little bit of a nut, but in like the good way that I think that most Ragnar players are. Not like I don't think he's out here doing dumb shit. I think he's out here doing wild shit that's good.
I guess, but I don't quite agree with the Carnage Scissors usage. It's really, really risky.
None of them have been blocked yet, so he knows what he's doing.
I mean, okay, sure, fine. That's a fair point. All I'm saying is, once Uber starts just, holding A plus B and barriering in the air, it's going to be a whole different story if those Carnage Scissors start getting blocked.
I think that's one of those things. You can show things until you get punished. He was in a pretty commanding position every time he did it, so he didn't have too much to lose. Like, I don't think he was going to lose the round in any of the situations where he did it. So I would call it a calculated risk. Uber zoning him out this time, though. He's like, get away from me.
Okay, nice 6B over there.
Nice
the
grab.
special. Tosses him anyway. Reconversion. This is 3K round start. Next hit and a half basically kills. Goes for 2D on Ragnar's Waco.
Nice tech. Nice Enma.
Good starter. This could kill with Tsubaki. Opts to go for opts to go for Agito. Gets tossed. This is gonna be not enough health gained back, but this is corner.
It's not even quite corner. Oh,
Besides
corner
RC.
now.
Goes for Carnage Scissors. That's a lot of meter pops.
Catches him with the
Still has
Enma and
overdrive available, but Uber
goes
with
the
the
overhead.
So that RC, I think, was meant in case it was blocked. I'm gonna give Karachi the benefit of the doubt.
I think he wanted the.
Otherwise, I wouldn't really spend.
I think he wanted the corner carry. I think he wanted corner there.
I suppose, but I feel like it would have been better spent on the next mix-up. Because Hakuman will take a little bit of a hit. He has a decent amount of health. Well, actually, sorry, not decent. Hakuman has health.
That's true. Having 50 meter on around is a big deal. But he is running a train on Uber right now. Uber trying to jump on Wake Up and he just beats him.
Making me feel a little dumb. He's saying, I don't need the meter. I can still kill him regardless. Goes for the RC and kills him. Oh, that didn't kill. 2A. Uber, smart enough to barrier, doesn't get chipped out, and then gets chipped out. Why do I think I just have commentators curse exclusively for Uber at this point.
Commentators curse Uber. Ooh, good. Blocks the gauntlet Hades. You don't do that every day.
He's been extremely on the ball with blocking them. And it's not like Karachi's been like throwing them every other block. However, those 6Bs, he's been using them quite a bit. Get started. This is an okay amount of health.
Ooh, baits the counter.
Aquaman is still in this due to having that massive
There we go.
OD.
There we go. This is going to be big.
Right on cue. This is 6K free. Ooh, ends it early, actually. I think we could have squeezed that for more damage. But 5.1K, that's a lot of damage. And Enma's through the DP.
Doesn't cover the burst, but gets
Oh my
Agito for the kill.
Agito.
All right. Uber's going to take round 2.
That was so good. Wow. That was really, really fun to see there. I believe this makes it
these new people come from out of state and play our regulars and just kind of see how both, like, I'm seeing Uber do stuff that I've seen do against me, but he's never done this against this new guy, so seeing how each of these players reacts to the information that they're getting is very interesting.
Yeah, that last situation in particular was so fun to see. Oh, I've never seen Uber like go for Agito like that. most of the time he's just willing to J2C or just will like JD occasionally. But right now, this set is 1-1, really close. I really like the way how Uber's playing. Kind of rooting for Karachi a little bit to see some newer players, but
If you're gonna root for
regardless, this is
Karachi,
really
I'll
fun
root
playing.
for Uber for repping New England. So we're
Okay,
even. We're
I
unbiased.
will now bet. I will now view it from Karachi's perspective and not be as salty about his Carnage Scissor usage or their Carnage Scissor.
Yeah, no, his Carnage Scissor usage is nice.
Hey, you're for Uber. You're supposed to say they're bad now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You hate to see it. Alright, so let's see if they're going to be... I want to see how passive these players play round start now that the whole tournament set's on the line. Because loser gets disqualified.
I expect Karachi to still stay back, and he immediately jumps for it. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong about this.
It was a cautious jump forward. He didn't, like, instant air dash in. He's going to run up in 5B.
Yeah.
He's like, get hit by this.
He ran up 5-beat in his face. Oh my goodness, he is so bold. I'm really surprised that Uber's going for a lot of the 2D usage, though, because Karachi's been opting for a good amount of 6B in his block strings, as well as the Gauntlet Heat. I think 5B would be a bit of a better option here, since it catches moves. And if I recall correctly, he also catches high.
Yeah.
Speaking of, YOLO Gauntlet Hades because he knows what he's doing, and this is death.
That was definitely a commanding round for Karachi.
Yeah. He essentially just, oh my goodness, he's so willing to just run up in Uber's face and press buttons. Uber playing a little too passively and not willing to go for these pokes, so Karachi feels that they can just run in and just run and gun. Ooh, wanted to bait the burst there, it looks like.
Karachi is very willing to go, hey, what are you going to do? Hit me? And Uber's going, no, I won't. Nice sex kick. Gets him with the Enma. He's got resources now, so it's a lot scarier to fight Hakumen. Gets him with the Enma again, and
Too
he's
good.
dead.
Pops the OD, I agree with this. This is death. You don't want to play with your food, just kill him immediately. You don't want to deal with a momentum burst, and then all of a sudden neutral is a terrible time, where Karachi just runs up on you again and hits 5B and says, once again, what are you going to do?
I like Uber using the burst to seal that round. He's like, I can't risk getting this, like, reversed on me. I'm just going to take the win where I can.
Yeah, on top of that, if Uber manages to hit active flow within this round, it's looking less likely with this going the same way as previous round. Uber hits active flow, he's guaranteed.
He's definitely going to get back burst no matter what. He's hockey. He's got way too much health.
Yeah.
He's going to have it back like at the end of this combo.
My major problem is that if Karachi's very aware, ooh, he had the RC there. That was super smart. He just didn't execute it quite there. But I saw the idea and I respect it a lot. Now, this is a very awkward situation for our Hakumen.
Get him in the corner.
You have a
He's got a lot
Ragnar
of
with full
resources.
OD beamer. You pop your over the great block. Gets the RC though. This is death. Oh my, wait, I'm wrong? Oh, 5Bs.
The Ragnar God button. So that's going to be it for Uber
Oh my god.
in this bracket. But Karachi is going to move on to the next round. It looks like they are going to be fighting the loser of Richter and Uzumaki, who we're going to see in a little bit. But I
are we going to be
honestly,
seeing them on screen?
good set from both players. I really liked how aggressive Karachi was. He saw that Uber was playing passively and really challenged him on it. But I did like that once Uber got his game plan rolling, he did a good job snowballing that momentum. He just needed to do it like a little bit more and maybe take his own momentum back a little bit more often.
Yeah, Uber was definitely very good at when he had the reins, knew what to do, and played very calmly, and knew how to place his buttons accordingly to where Karachi was. My main problem is that the round starts, especially with those neutral interactions, because Uber was less willing to poke and less willing to use drive, Karachi felt very, very comfortable with just running gunning and just running up 5B, running up 6B, run up Gauntlet Hades, for example.
Yeah, I think Uber is also pretty passive on defense, so he felt a lot more comfortable like going for the overheads because he's not ever getting mashed out.
Yeah, I don't agree with that style of play necessarily with Hakumen, at least given the way how Karachi played, because Karachi was definitely willing to show a lot of cards, but I think as Hakumen especially, you need to be willing to RPS and make them start respecting it. But
Yeah, if you don't take
enough about
risks on
that.
Hakumen, it's not as scary for your opponent to fight. You can play like a pretty safe neutral, but on their offense, you gotta do something sometimes, even if it's just hitting a button. It doesn't have to be a counter. You can just 2A or 5A, just challenge them for being scared of a hypothetical counter them for not being scared enough. Anyway, we got two locals that I love both of very dearly. We got the Grappler Showdown, the lore match. We got Yage versus Jackie Sparkles.
I'm very sad that Yage and Jackie didn't go for their other character color references, but that's fine. I'm not going to be too salty. The game color is very nice. I like Butterfield. So I feel this matchup is very funny for us to commentate in particular due to... Oh, does he get it? Does he know it? Does he know it? Okay. 16? No, that's fine. He's going to get 2 heat off of this, and that's A-okay. 6.7k round start on Tager. I will take it any time of the week.
I think Tuito is going to say this is funny because we play these characters. I have a Tager. Tuito is a bullet apologist.
I'm not a bullet apologist. I'm a bullet curator in the game.
Oh, and that's what happens when you drop against Jackie Sparkles.
Here's the butter churn. Honestly, I'm gonna need to bring like a stick of butter to a local one of these days and just be like, hey Jackie, you get this if you're 720 enough people.
Rounds? Was that round start goodness. Atomic Collider?
That was round start collider.
Okay, everything that's happened in this match is beautiful. I love when the rounds look like that.
Magic finger, what's the mix? I think it's wedge. Oh no! Just like, oh no! This is so awkward. Okay, so as Bullet in this matchup, Yage is playing too nervously. Oh.
How would you not be nervous facing down Jackie Sparkles? Oh, good, does it right back.
Goes for a 720 themselves. Okay, I don't agree with that, but he can 6B and continue. All right, goes for JC instead, that's fine. Called out the Sparkle at that time. Didn't realize it earlier, but now aware of it. Unfortunately, the game is already over. So, as a Tager main, I think you and I both know that Yage is pressing buttons where they shouldn't be pressing buttons.
There's no should or shouldn't against Tager. You just kind of got to do it. I didn't see a ton of that. I've been trying to keep up with the bracket again. I saw the 2 720s because they caught my eye. I saw Yage dropping a little bit, which is definitely one of those things you can't do against Tager. I can definitely, you get this deer in the headlights thing against Tager, so I very much understand that. When you just see that character staring you down and you're like, well, I don't want to do anything because he's going to hit me. But just jumping out in those default situations is usually pretty good because he has to take more risks to call those out than you staying on the ground.
Exactly. Unfortunately for Yage, Jackie is more than willing to take risks and was very correct with a lot of his atomic colliders.
He had good reads.
Which is really, really, really fun to see. Yeah, he had good reads. So the problem that I see that Yage is doing is that somewhat memey, but Jackie is very, very willing to just wedge a lot of times. And for a lot of the ways a Bullet tries to open people up, wedge will just beat it outright. So you have to play a very measured offense. Alternatively, you can play very passively at round start, just build heat, and literally just flint and then 2B if you see Tager charging Sledge. Right now, going for round start 3C, doesn't get punished for it, but this is Tager's offense now. What you gonna do? Clash with your 6C, I guess. Wow. Ooh, unfortunately, misses the conversion there. I don't agree with that burst. I think it would have been better to save it for later. Because now you got this. Jackie RCing? What is this?
Jackie's got one really good RC combo that he does. And look at that.
Oh my god. So, one of the interesting things about this matchup, from a Bullet perspective, is that magnetism and a lock-on work in very, very weird ways. Lock-on being Bullet's drive that you saw just there. The reason being is that lock-on will halt all of Bullet's vertical momentum, but you can still get pulled all the way across screen with magnetism. So it can lead to very, very janky situations for both sides.
Once you're magnetized, your own offense becomes way scarier too, because it means that he can wedge you from further away, where normally his wedge would just whiff. He gets to suck you in and like whip punish you basically.
It also means that even if you have heat and you try to invuln with dry, oh my god,
Wedge into wedge.
Oh no,
He's alive.
that's
They're alive. They're alive.
RC. Oh, they could have RC. Backdash the command grab. Jackie. Oh, don't do it to him. Oh. Okay, fatal counter. Doesn't know the conversion.
5A is the
Drops it,
jab.
Unfortunately. Apologies, Faye. Jeez, that was just Tager hitting buttons and Bullet being very nervous and then just getting caught up. A very, very commanding lead for Jackie Sparkles there, and calmly 2-0s Yage and goes about their business. Now, we already have Richter in the room, so I am really, really excited for this match, partially because I've never actually seen Uzumaki play.
Oh,
And it's been a long time
you've
since I've
never
played
seen
against Richter and saw them play.
Uzumaki?
I've never seen Uzumaki play.
Okay, so I gotta explain something because I'm sure a lot of people have been seeing it. I like to make fun of Uzumaki for sandbagging. The reason for that is that I will play against Uzumaki in like casual sets, and he will just eat the same thing for the whole set. I remember one time he came over to my house, and I did Azrael 5BB Gustav until he ran out of barrier and then killed him 6 rounds in a row. And then the very, very first time that we fought in tournament, it never worked on him. Ever, ever, ever. So he just doesn't care about solving problems unless you're in a thing. Or a tournament, rather.
Either way, this should be interesting. I haven't seen Uzumaki yet. I'm going to go for about half a second. I'll be back in a moment.
Tweeto's hanging me out to dry here. So we're just waiting for Uzumaki to get on stream, and then we're going to see him versus Richter. So I don't know if Richter's going to go Noel or Bang. His Bang is stronger. I don't know how much of that is Bang being stronger than Noel, and how much of that is just Richter being more comfortable with a character. But his Noel is no joke. A lot of times you see a Noel and you're like, I don't know. But Richter is real. I wouldn't bet.
We've already seen a lower tier. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
I wouldn't count him out no matter which character that he plays. Where is Uzumaki? Yeah, Yage in chat saying very stress fighting Jackie, which is the truth. I've never in my entire life felt comfortable in that matchup until I played Azrael a bunch and realized that Azrael has like a 6-4 against Taker.
Yeah, if you want to have a perspective on that match, and I also want to shout out Auragard again. That match is what would have went wrong if Aura didn't stay calm and didn't stick to their game plan throughout the entire match from the set earlier. Which is why it's really, really awesome to see Aura succeed in that sense. And we've seen lower tier characters win in this case. With Aura winning, and I believe they're still in bracket.
We've had a very
screw
interesting...
that. We're gonna see Richter.
Ooh, okay. This has got to be scary.
Noel Vermilion, old outfit.
Noel does not have a lot of health, and Susanoo hits like a truck. He hits like a truck on steroids that's applying to be a linebacker. The man will just delete
hits
you.
He hits like an Autobot propelled with a rocket that happens to have gotten hit by Galactus on the way to the train.
Yeah.
Also, the names in this one.
To put it simply, damage big. The number very large.
damage go big. Noel health and damage go low. Oh yeah, we gotta fix the names.
Oh yeah.
The wheel of fate is
Yeah,
turning.
goodness gracious, this should be interesting. Susanoo also has a good amount of big buttons. However, it looks like it's Richter taking charge of the neutral here. Decent pressure. Tick throws him, catches him. They're trying to go for a throw tech or left.
Richter does have the advantage in that I know for a fact Uzumaki has never fought a Noel in his entire life.
We also have an extremely early burst from Uzumaki, which is very, very favorable for Richter.
I want to
that
say
he can
though,
play a lot safer and doesn't have to deal with the comeback factor that he is.
Uzumaki blocking the Noel overhead, the first time he's ever seen it in his life. I gotta give him props for that. That's a hard fucking overhead. It's like 17 frames or something.
What? That spring raid was wild. Oh my goodness.
Richter loves his callouts. If he thinks you're gonna do something, he's gonna invuln through it and hit you.
Richter's the type of person where they will make wild decisions, or decisions that seem wild, but they're with pure confidence and understanding of, nah, I thought this was going to work, so I did it. And you can hold that.
Richter
They're not as crazy as some decisions you might do.
Richter's burst down, which I think is good here. It kind of puts Uzumaki into the corner and it stops him from building stocks or specials, unlocking his buttons.
Not every character is freaking Uzumaki, just like not every character is. Unfortunately, we have two basic confirms, and Noel's already almost dead. Jesus Christ. Next hit.
No DP unlocked from Susanoo yet, but he's got a lot of the nice buttons.
Is that 60, I agree with it. It's plus frames. Don't deal with it. Get him away. If Richter can take the burst in this round, that's already a win enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, giving him the advantage for the final round would be a pretty big deal.
Got 50 meter, decent for mix-up. Susanoo doesn't have DP unlocked, gets the throw.
Bursts
yep,
out.
and
Okay.
there's the burst.
Like you said, as
Honestly,
long as he
that's
cannot
enough
lose
right
this
there.
round. Or as long as, oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, why did he burst there? Oh my god.
We're gonna have even bursts going into the last round, it looks like.
I believe that was an emotional burst of, I should win, screw you.
He
oh
wanted
my
it.
goodness,
He was
gets
hungry.
caught. Unfortunately, it looks like he's not going to be eating today. Oh, very good counter poke from Uzumaki right here. Sand kick. This is going to be another seal. Sword? Nope. Opts for, Kikuchi-sen.
I one time asked Uzumaki what he looks for in stocks, and he was like, I try to unlock DP, and then I don't know, I don't think about the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that, because there are a couple of seals that I would imagine being pretty good in this matchup.
The thing about Susan is that you don't have to think about the seals necessarily to be really good at Susan. And that's not saying that like Susan is crazy easy, just that there's a lot more to his game plan than just optimizing specifically which unlocks you want. And I think Uzumaki has really good fundamentals. I know that's the little dirty word, but fundies. Yeah, he's got the fundies.
Oh my goodness, that 3C was so beautiful. I really appreciate that. Willing to pretty much say to Richter, yeah, don't approach me, buddy. I got big buttons. Get out of my face. The other thing that I want to, kind of just mention real quick with Susanoo is that, honestly, one of the major things with playing him effectively is being able to manage when you have an awkward number of seals or an awkward combination of seals. Uzumaki seems to be pretty familiar with handling that themselves. You can see them in their conversions of sand kick, definitely willing to pop the meter for CT in order to stabilize combos that otherwise are very awkward without certain seals.
Yeah, I think that you never really see Uzumaki end up in like a really terrible place. I think he's really good about using Crush Trigger to get to make sure that he gets good combos. Uzumaki in the chat listening to us say nice things, so I just want to say Uzumaki's a busta. He's never been good at this game. I think he's a scrub, honestly.
Uzumaki sucks.
Anyway,
they were never good.
He's playing now. So anyway, Uzumaki's pretty nice. I'm surprised that Richter decided to stay Noel because of how scary Uzumaki is.
Honestly, Richter's been playing pretty... I can't say calmly because there's been some wild JDs. But Richter's been playing very confident, is what I would say.
He does not seem scared,
definitely
which
not
is
really shiny.
An accomplishment in and of itself against Susan. It's a scary character.
Yeah, especially on Noel. To be honest, I feel like today we've seen a decent amount of matchups that feel a lot like Death of a Thousand Cuts versus Boulder, wherein we have a lot of lower damage characters versus characters that you lose neutral interactions like 3 times, you're probably dead.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a match up today that didn't have at least one heavy hitter. It was always like a Tager, a Susan, a Haku, and pretty much everything.
Yeah. So we got the early burst from Uzumaki. Very good for Richter. Unfortunately gets hit and bursts himself. Now this is a bit awkward.
He was dead. That was a 6B counter hit, so he needed the burst.
That was 6B counter hit? Yeah. You got it. Opts for the 4D memes. Uzumaki just willing to kind of sit there and say, okay, buddy, that's cool now. This is probably death. Yeah.
I'm not confident. Okay, now I am. I was going to say, Noel does not do a lot of damage, and Susan has a lot of health. I don't know what Noel confirms look like well enough to assume anything will kill.
Sometimes I'm correct. Fun fact, I played Noelle was the first character that I touched in healing.
That's wild. I guess you just really like girls with exploding hands.
Probably. Either way here, we got a round start. We have, what is that? Yeah, Sand Kick unlocked. Doesn't have too many seals. Richter willing to play out this neutral and see what's going on.
Not
Gets
afraid
a
of
good
that
hit
OD.
this corner.
Hits him right through it. He's like, you're not gonna hit a button, or you are gonna hit a button. You're not gonna like reverse him or anything. One thing about Susan's OD is that he gets
That
DP
RC
when
was
he hits
nuts. I did not know you could RC Spring Raid like that. That's so cool. Ooh, tries to get them with the cheese. Gets the throw anyway. This is coming up all Millhouse. This is easily Richter's game.
No burst. All
Nope,
right.
seals it out with the super.
Ties it up. Richter not switching apparently the right solution.
Honestly, it looks like right now Uzumaki's playing oddly passively on Richter's offense.
Uzumaki is a very defensive player. He tends
Yeah.
like, it's one of the things that I know Fems specifically hates about him. Yeah, Fems is saying in the chat too.
Part of the thing that confuses me though is that within the first game, you could still see Uzumaki playing rather defensively.
Please
Hey,
select
Tess,
your
what are you talking
character.
about? We see Uzumaki playing relatively defensively, but still willing to make challenges or make certain pokes, right? Like we saw a lot of times where he would go for 5C or 5B and would play that counter poke game with Richter. But right now he seems a lot more willing to block, even though Richter's been showing, for example, like run up 4D a good amount of times.
I think Richter's trying to bait something that Uzumaki's just not interested in doing, but it's a pretty good situation for Noelle because then she just gets to do the rest of her drive chain anyway, and there's a lot of decent mix in there, especially for people who don't know how to fight her.
Yeah, honestly, that previous match was a lot of Richter just pressing buttons and Uzumaki going, oh, okay, I guess I'll just block. And Richter went, wait, really? All right, cool. I'm just going to keep matching. At least in terms of how pressure felt like it was structured.
The wheel of fate is
I am interested to see if he plays any differently in this third round now that everything's on the line.
Yeah, Richter, I think, has been sticking to his game plan this entire time. Speaking of, there's a JP. Another early burst from game one. Sorry, from round one from Uzumaki. Oh my goodness. Is this corner?
Looks like it.
Oh my god, this is... And pretty okay damage. Not really amazing, but solid. Richter playing a really great job of keeping Uzumaki trapped in so that he cannot escape and can't start his momentum. Susanoo, as you may know, has a very, very hard time getting started in situations like this where his opponent is essentially clobbering. And that, I think, was the fastest round this entire set.
Rebel 2. Action.
Just running in. He's like, you're going to play defense, I'm just going to do drives around start. Hits him with the overhead, hits him with the overhead again.
Oh my god. Hits him with the overhead on the back catch. This is another, yeah, it's not great damage, but it doesn't matter when you keep pressing buttons. All right, goes for DP and immediately gets counter hit with 40.
So there we're seeing what I was talking about, where once he's in OD, Susan just gets all of his specials. So even if he doesn't have an OD or DP unlocked, he can still do it. The command grab.
Yeah, and I think it was... Oh, wow, yeah. And I think it was very good for them to show the DP, but Richter just super on top of it and called it out super well. Ooh, that was a very, very deep slide. Okay, 6B, I'm plus what's up?
God
and
press.
God press.
We give him so much shit for God press, but it's net, so I can't even purple grab.
Oh,
the
purple
disrespect.
throw.
Is he gonna do it again?
No, it doesn't look like it. Is he gonna OD? I think we're just gonna reverse. Oh, called it. OD,
Ooh,
OD.
gets him on the way down.
What's up?
That
and
was
gets
great.
hit with... Goodness gracious, that JB was so clutch.
Rebel 3. Action.
That was a JA.
We got a lot of signs of life from Uzumaki. So now we're seeing Uzumaki try to play a little bit more aggressively, willing to dash in a little bit more, and try to stop Richter from starting his pressure from the jump. Oh, gets clipped low. Jab, jab, he wants the air throw so badly.
Ooh,
Ooh,
drops the
misses the
confirm.
seal unlock. That's
He's
super
gonna give Richter corner here, which is unfortunate. I love that
Party
move when
time.
she throws
You're
the gun
blocking.
and you block like a million.
It's so cool.
It's just like, it's a crisp move.
Ooh, hits him with the mix with the Spring Raid RC again. Oh, that is so dirty.
I'm not a huge
Yeah,
Noel
he's
fan,
been
but I gotta
really
say,
calling out these delay texts.
the gun
Burst is on the
combo
table
works.
here. Is he gonna bait it? Oh, he's so baiting it.
I don't think he
Not
can kill
bursting, willing
Yeah.
to let come through it.
Ooh, anti-air bait.
Oh my god,
Great!
this is Uzumaki can kill off of like any
Oh.
straight hit right now. Oh my god. Okay. That could have gone entirely different had that wheel hit.
Yeah, that could have been... I don't think he
Okay.
could have killed, because he doesn't have enough specials unlocked for the super to do enough damage. Also, my...
Right, but on the correct starter, he's definitely like nearly killing. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah,
he's
it was gonna
6B,
do most of
it's like
his life.
fatals. Yeah.
All right.
Goodness gracious, God. Okay. Jeez. I think it's to Uzumaki's credit that despite getting what looked to be was that 2-1 or 2-0?
That was 2-1. Because Uzumaki
Either
won
way,
the
what
first
looked
round.
to be rather dominant for Richter's 2-1, yeah. Right. Despite Richter really taking charge in that second game and for the first half of the third game, it's to Uzumaki's credit that still felt like such a nail biter.
Yeah, I think that
very,
was...
very excited to see them play.
That never felt like a free win for anybody. It was tight, because even if Richter is dominating the set, if Uzumaki gets out, it just so suddenly becomes Susan's game.
Exactly. You're balancing it on a nice edge. And you could argue that you always are against Susanoo, just given his explosive damage and et cetera, his momentum. I think plenty of commentators have explained this before far better than me. But the one thing that really I didn't agree with that Uzumaki did a lot of the time was the early bursts. And I feel like that really let Richter just run his offense, especially in the later games. Because if you burst early as Susanoo, you basically say...
Is Zeph playing Hakumen?
Oh my goodness, he's playing Hakumen. What? I
I
my
thought
mind
Zeph was a
blanked and I
Kagura
thought it was
player. I
Uber
guess
on my-
he went on a month and a half break. He came back a totally different man.
He meditated and realized he had to become the mask.
He went to the top of the mountain and he was like, huh, 5D kind of nice.
5D kind of nice, though. Yeah, so Science Cat mentioning in the chat that he went Hakumen versus him too, so I guess he's been playing Hakumen throughout the day. So this isn't some, nah, I just feel like Hakumen.
He's not counter
Looks like
picking,
this was
he's just
in
picking.
practice. He's just...
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel
Now, I'm not sure how much Hakumen experience Zeph has, but I'm quite sure that Aura has a good amount of experience dealing with Hakumen. I say that as they eat the 6C. Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure no one in our scene has new 12 experience, except for I think me and Nick, because we got to play against Flux one
Yeah,
year.
except for
Oh,
that-
maybe Fems as well.
Yeah. Except for that one time Barlow went like new for like 2 seconds. You don't talk about that.
Currentic, I don't play either of these characters, but if I had to guess, I would say, yeah, it's probably pretty good for Hakumen.
Yeah, so far though, Aura's definitely making it look like that ain't quite the case.
Aura's done a
Grab the
very,
scene
very
set
good
up.
job.
Where's the mix? Ooh. Gets him with the TK right there. Ooh, goodness,
looks like
great
he's
overhead.
dead. Ooh.
This kills. Awkward burst doesn't punish it though. Ooh, tries to go for wheel. And that's awkward as all hell.
Tries to hit 5
Yeah,
seconds.
I kind of... I'm tempted to say I agree with the burst because Aura won, but I think in general that's pretty good because you put a Hawkman in a very awkward position.
Hakumen
Oh my
getting to cut the
goodness.
projectiles is
Cuts
such a
through the
big win.
drive. Yeah, it's super good. I think it definitely... Cut usage definitely looks like it changes the scope of this matchup.
So, Currentic, the difference between Lambda and New is that Lambda has like actual buttons that she can do in your face that are a lot stronger, but she gives up some of the projectile game. So Lambda's only got a projectile overhead, whereas New 12 has a low and an overhead, so she can actually mix you from full screen.
That was such a great anti-air call out from Aura earlier. Oh my goodness. Converts it solidly, keeps Hakumen at full screen. This is death. Oh, never mind. And there we go. There's death. Yeah, if you had to put them on like if you had to put Lambda and New on a sliding scale, New is jetted really far towards Zoner, while Lambda has a lot more.
Couple
rushed
more
out.
notches over. She's got like the command dash with follow-ups that she can do. She's got the standing overhead. I do not believe that Mew 12 has anything other than the projectile overhead and the like instant overhead, the TK. So interested to see how Zeph's going to adapt to this. He got a couple of solid hits, didn't quite get his confirms, but we did see him start a few. I think there was one or two where he just wasn't aware of his resources and went to do like a stock continuation and didn't have the resources for it.
Resident Jackie Sparkles, you must place yourself on auto pass at all times if you would like to take your seat on this airline. Thank you very much.
Jackie should be playing Spooky right now, actually.
New 13.
Speaking of Spooky, we actually haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah,
Taking the Hawkman?
just to let everyone know who's not looking at the bracket, Spooky got a bye round 1. He fought against Science Cat with, I believe, Hawkman and lost. And then he is fighting Jackie Sparkles and Losers right now. Forensic is the one Lambda you fought, Dal Dakota.
Blaze Blue is fun. You should keep playing it.
Anyone should play Blaze Blue. I think this game is the shit. This is far and away my favorite fighting game. I think that CF's in a really good place right now, too. Very good shelf life on this game. Forensic rooting for Spooky.
Forensic shouting
even
out
when he's not
Spooky
here.
when he's not even on stream. Oh, we're on the same page. Look at that. Synchronicity.
I love these just like shoot a billion swords combos that do like 2.5k. He does like 4 different JDs and then he jumps and he does 4 more JDs. I love that shit.
Because literally you just tap D and then you jump every now and then. It's like a rhythm game.
I think Beauregard went for a cross under and got bursted out of it. Like he tried to do like a reset, but Zeph is still in his stun.
Don't really agree with that burst. Neutral hasn't been going well for Zeph this round, and I would rather just hold on to OD for either next round or look for an opportunity and then just like OD Yanagi or something.
I think bursting with Hawkman is usually not a great idea. I think it's such a powerful resource with a character that you really need to hold on to OD. His OD is just so insanely strong because it gives you meter, like, for free. There's no bad outcome as long as you don't, like, immediately get your EA blocked or something.
Oh, to further explain the projectile cut, Hakumen's sword normals, and yeah, his
Just the
sword
sword
normals
normals, yeah.
essentially can let him cut projectiles, and
You see
he
him
can create an orb that. Oh, this is already death. Wow. Okay, we're not even talking about the match, but the match is already done. That's the set right there.
A lot of
wow.
swords happened, and then Hawkman died. That's the play-by-play for you guys.
Yeah, basically. So the reason why we're talking about the sword cutting projectiles a lot is that Hakumen's sword can cut New's drive. This makes it a lot easier for him to approach in normal and makes New have to be careful with it because Hakumen gains a Magatama, which is the beads for his meter whenever he gets a successful cut, and he also places an orb on screen that'll deal damage. So you essentially can like build a series of orbs to lock down New and gain meter. And yeah, that's basically it. And you've just negated a projectile.
On top of that, the orb stays out and will eat any further projectiles. Like, they just hit it and disappear, basically. And I could be wrong about this, but I believe that refreshes the time that the orb stays on the screen. We have some Hawkman players in the chat, I think, so if any of you know more, correct me.
Yeah. We got some smart people here.
Yeah.
Speaking of smart people, we have Fems. Wow.
He can
what a great
stand
card.
in the orb, though, and then the projectiles won't be able to hit him because they'll just hit the orb first as long as his spacing is correct. So it lets him, like, kind of get an anchor port in neutral where he can be, like, not full screen from you, which is always nice.
Yes. We have Fems, also known as Nine Kiesti, I think is how that's supposed to be pronounced.
Fems, also known as Rasan,
Anyway.
Please select your character.
versus Richter. I have no idea who
Oh.
any of these people are going to play because Fems
So
plays
who-
3 characters and Richter plays 2.
I have no idea. Richter, okay. S versus Noel. This makes sense.
Richter
if you
hasn't locked in yet.
flashback, like
Richter hasn't locked in. It's not a Noel
he's
yet.
choosing the CS. He's choosing the CS skin. He's choosing the CS skin. Trust me.
Okay, all right.
I know things.
Listen,
I'm
I want to
nice.
see Bang, okay? I love Bang. He's one of my favorite
This
characters
is
to
why I
watch.
get paid the big bucks.
You get paid like no
Anyway.
dollars. You're in school.
Dude, shut up. Anyway, the point is that I called it, and 6 months ago, if you told me this would happen, I would have been like, yeah, it's another day in the office.
So we haven't had
But yeah.
Rasan on stream yet.
Fems, as you may know,
Fems is one of our stronger
Oh, yeah,
players for
go
people
ahead.
who haven't seen him before. He plays Platinum and S. His S is very, very strong, and his Platinum is no joke. But he's a very aggressive player, old Street Fighter head, really, really good fundamentals. But we like to make fun of him sometimes for not knowing certain character-specific things. But none of that's going to come up here, as he's going to 3C Noelle right out of her drive and hit her for a bunch of damage, put her in the corner, and set up a crest.
Press that up. Oh, JD's out there anyway.
Bursts right out.
Oh, that was such a good. Oh, my God.
To quote Rasan, he bursts when he's insecure.
Oh, hits them out of. Wow. Richter 4D Fems out of his DP. That's so funny.
Richter loves to
I
do
didn't
that
know that
shit.
was an interaction.
He does that on both of his characters. He loves to do the body inbound moves on the wake up to call out OGs. Or GPs, rather.
Oh, do the run up 4D and stuff.
Baits the counter assault this time,
Ooh,
though.
caught out the CA. Tosses.
Absolutely running over a lot of Fem's bullshit. Really good job with the reads, basically.
Honestly, I wouldn't even call it bullshit. I feel like Fems hasn't really had that many chances to start their game up.
Well, I'm talking more about like the reversals, the counter assaults, the stuff that you hit to get out of pressure.
Okay,
The bullshit's a little bit
that-
strong.
Okay, there's the bullshit. There's the BS. I was waiting for it, and here it is. You have 2 DPs. Stay in the corner, please. Press setup? Nope, I don't care. RC's for the double overhead.
Yeah, one of the things that's scary about S is she's got very big buttons and she's safe quite often. So it's very, very hard to get away from her, and she doesn't have to take risks quite the same way a lot of other characters do, unless you've got equally as scary buttons.
Oh, the names haven't been updated.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
But yeah. Oh my, did he? Micro dash on the other side to do that? Wait, what? Hold on a second, that was kind of nuts. Anyway. Yeah, Richter doing a really, really good job of calling out Fem's projectile usage and starting their offense anyway. In general, I think Richter's movement has been very nice. They've managed to pretty much always find a way to get in and hit a button to start offense.
He's been doing a really good job because Rasan's really good at placing these projectiles in places where they're very hard to avoid, and Richter's doing a good job of avoiding them anyway.
Oh, that was so awkward. CA's immediately, I don't even want to deal with it. I agree with that decision.
I don't care where on the screen you are, you're getting hit by SJB. That thing hits a mile away. And a mile up.
Cross
Side
under with the
swap.
2A? Wait, what?
That was hot.
That was
I like
dirty.
That was a good first round from Richter.
Okay. Okay. You got me. You got me. You're still showing me things.
Yeah, we don't know how Noelle works. We're just guessing. Richter tells us things sometimes, and then we say them on stream. That's really all that happens. We get no other experience against this character. He doesn't play her. I'm actually very surprised that he's going all Noelle this week. I guess maybe he'll switch if he gets the losers. I don't know. We'll see.
Please select your character.
I expect Fems to stay on S.
Noelle.
Oh, yeah.
So far with these brackets, S has been the comfort pick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you referring to Richter changing character?
Yeah, I meant like if Richter. I'm surprised he's not playing any Bang. I want to see Bang. I like Bang a lot. Noelle's great. I'm happy people have stuff that they like to see. And Richter's Noelle is pretty. It's schmoovin'. It do kind of be schmoovin', but I love Bang.
It's not
That's a
kind
mean
of.
character.
It's very much so schmoovin'. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. The Noelle do kind of be schmoovin' though.
You kind of be schmoovin' a little bit though. Oh,
Ooh,
what? That clash? That's so funny.
Fem's converting that clash into good stuff though. Getting sniped and then just run up counter hit.
And gets sneak-
Run up
Oh my
overhead.
God,
Let's go.
6B, let's go. Time for 3K.
3.3. I'm impressed. Ooh, calls him
Oh,
out for
if that-
baiting the DP. Gets
If
grabbed.
that-
Can this be death? Nope, not if he
Oh
drops.
my goodness, that would have been death. I think he wanted to call out first.
This
and
could
that's why
be
he set
death,
it
but
up.
this is a hard combo that Rasan's gonna pull off here. So he's just not gonna go for it. No double super, he doesn't need it. He's like, I can get another hit. I don't care. I'm not gonna risk dropping it and losing the match.
Noel with OD and full resources and gets clipped by JB.
Rebel 2.
Spooky being toxic in chat as always. Spooky, did you fight Jackie Sparkles yet? Oh yeah, you did. It's in the chat.
Meanwhile, we got Richter steadily making his way back into there. Does the cross up again. Fem's very much so ready for the setup.
I do that kind of shit to Rasan enough. I'm guessing he knows to look for it.
Yeah, Rasan is definitely the type of person that will, like any good player, will make adjustments as quickly as possible and do either A, some extremely wild shit, or B, will just calmly block it and say, what's next?
I want to say I really like that punish from Richter where he OD'd through the command grab and then he did the jump out so that he could swap Rasan into the corner. That was really good. But he's out of the corner now, counter-assaulting into pressure, and then it's neutral where I believe S is favored. And she gets, sure enough, she gets a hit in the corner, knockdown crest. Gets the
Let's go for
grab
delay
and
tech.
then blocking him out.
PRM, death. Pain.
Ooh, he even got the, okay. He got the nice super crest into EA combo. That stuff's pretty cool.
That's mad cool. I never saw that before. Wow.
So that's going to be 1-1. Oh my god. Challenge is lagging so much today. Every single time I've tried to update a bracket, I've had to refresh the page. It looks like Spooky beat Jackie 2-1, so our next game on stream is going to be Small Squish versus Spooky Blast.
Yeah, so now we have the set tied up 1-1.
Your character.
Sorry, Jackie. Richter versus Fems. Richter, I wouldn't be. It looks like he's sticking to Noel. Wouldn't be surprised by it.
Yeah, he doesn't. Richter usually doesn't switch mid-set unless, like. The one time I've seen him do it is when I played Tager against Noel, and I think that matchup's actually, like, really bad for Noel. Because it turns out that the grabs beat drive kind of free.
Trucks.
Wheel of Fate is turning.
Hey, Eridat, welcome to the chat. You got some time to wait before we get to your match anyway, so...
Right on time for my son. Hi, Eridat. But yeah, this neutral exchange so far has been towards S's favor, steadily bringing Noel over to the corner, except then Richter gets a hit in. Ooh, decides to just straight up say, you're gonna DP, asshole, back up. And then Fems DPs anyway in classic fashion, and it's successful.
Getting the carry to the corner gets a reset, but drops the reset, so Richter kind of gets out of the corner, but he's still... He's in and out of the corner, but now he's
wow, that was
out of the corner.
amazing drive usage to invuln through the projectile. Wow, oh, that was awkward. That was very awkward.
Great neutral from Richter, but it didn't get him what he needed.
Rebel 2. Action.
Ooh, clips him with round start with a jump in.
That's good, and then just hits him trying to roll, and then resets him with the overhead. Ah, but drops, but then just catches him in the air.
Combo, but it doesn't matter, and then drops it again.
Okay, we gotta see the Rasan special there, which is whiff air fireballs, do air DP on the way down. And Richter is patient, so he gets to kill him unless Fems is wild enough to burst.
5K, what?
Yo, he got a fatal counter. It was a DP punish.
Ah!
Noah gets to do damage sometimes.
I was just chilling out and having a blast, and then all of a sudden, S is dying. Ooh, early burst from Fems. This is very, very awkward for it being the last round of the match.
I gotta say, I think Richter's usage of that air move that he does to stall
Aim side!
Very good. Because he keeps baiting a lot of Rasan's attempts at hitting things. And he gets to jump out and punish him for it.
With JD
Great
and
match.
J6C?
Yeah, JGC.
Yeah, 260 is the one where she spins.
Air just went up and
Oh,
air grabs
TRM.
him. Your movement is over. We're going to the corner.
Your movement is. You are arrested for movement crimes against Blaze Blade. Have a crest. You can no longer move. And then Fuzzy jumps in.
Tries the DP,
CA's
calls it
because
out.
screw
Rasan
that.
is so sick
Ooh,
of that.
calls out the
First.
DP again. Fems is getting way too comfortable with these DPs, and it's good on Richter to call them out again. Back to that layer.
This neutral is
Unfortunately,
looking
at this
really
point-
good, but Richter's got the hit. I don't think he can
still-
kill here, but this next touch is going to be what decides this game.
Yeah, so let's see what the OP is right here. That's
Ooh!
blocked. Oh my god, with 4D actually. What? Kills?
That works. He calls him out. Rasan was, I know, going for the setup because that rapid there is really good,
Oh
but
my
he did not get it. Richter was
God.
not having it. That was great. Fems did not show. The last time Fems showed that, it worked for him, and this time Richter was ready. He adapted, I'm guessing, by delaying 4D, and then just punished him for it.
Yeah,
Killed
that
him.
looked like it looked like it was a delay there. So this is the part of stuff that I love when I see these two players play, regardless if it's against each other or not. The quick adaptations they're willing to make while still being somewhat wild looking on a surface level are so exciting to see.
I definitely think that both. First of all, these are two of the strongest players in our scene. Richter was second seed, Fems was third. So we really got to see great stuff from both sides. I think Richter's movement was super impressive. When he honestly, I'm never seen an OL play like that.
Yeah, it was very impressive to see, and as somebody that doesn't play Noel, I'm sure there are a lot of options and ideas that also honestly go above my head, but the way how Richter was able to navigate through crests, deal with S's big buttons, deal with all of Fems' options that he's willing to show at once, and still get hits in and continue pressure is extremely impressive. And Richter's ability to RPS on his offense and still succeed, despite Fems' willingness to play along in DP and show all these options, is extremely fun to see.
I think one of the things that I was the most impressed with, or I don't know how much experience that Richter has with this matchup. I don't know how much of this is just really solid. I know how to deal with these options, and how much of it is just intuitive for him, where he's like, I think this is going to happen, so I'm going to do this. I'd have to ask Richter. I think he's in the chat. He can tell me if he has a lot of S experience.
Yeah. Part of the interesting things that I also saw, to look at the other side of the wall while either A, Richter types or says, no, I'm not that good, don't worry. Is the way
nobody
how,
believe Richter
Fems
when he
handled
says that. Richter's fucking nice.
Yeah, I don't believe him ever. But
Richter likes to lie in this chat a lot about how he sucks, but no one believe him.
Yeah, I think it was a very solid showing from Fems. I think that he never got the chance to really swing the momentum very hard in his favor. And the defensive options that he chose often got called out, but he was able to take Richter through various layers and take charge in a good amount of situations that it was very good. I think Richter just played better, simply put.
Yeah,
but
I
Fems
think
also played very impressively.
Fems played really well. I think Fems played a lot of Fems, and that's not a bad thing. Fems playing Fems is really strong. But Richter really played against Fems, and then Fems didn't have time to adapt. So I'd be interested if we get a run back on that, which isn't unlikely. Richter is now in semifinals, and if Rasan only has to win like 1 or 2 more matches to have a chance at Richter again, so we might get to see the run back. But right now, we got Small Squish and Spooky Blast. And I'm actually really interested to see this. I don't know if Spooky's going Arakune today. He plays Arakune, Hakumen, and Terumi. Small Squish plays Hibiki. But the last time we saw them fight, Small Squish almost beat Spooky. Spooky's Arakune in the bracket, almost reset a bracket on him. And not many people beat an Arakune player the first time they fight them, especially not one as strong as Spooky, who is probably one of the best, or he is one of the best Arakune players in the country. He might be the best, but we're not going to find out because he's playing Hakumen anyway, so JK everybody.
Yeah. This means that you guys don't get your stupid, oh, Toledo's mad at bad burst memes. Screw you. But yeah.
We've been getting that this whole tournament anyway, Toledo. That's all you've talked about.
Oh my God, really?
You've talked
I
about
will
bursts a
explain
lot.
that. It's not. I have. I do feel that people's OD usage could be a bit better, and I think we've seen a lot of characters who benefit and have wild ODs. Both of these characters, in particular, have crazy ODs, in my opinion. Just for their damage potential and what they can do, and how much it can alter their gameplay.
I definitely agree with you in general with burst usage. I think that a lot of people burst too much, and this is just a game where OD is busted strong. I think holding on to it and just trying to use that to get an advantage is worth a lot more, but you're going to DP against Hakumen, he's baiting it, you are going to take a lot of damage until Spooky drops, but he still took 3.2k. Oh my god,
So
update game.
This matchup is very fun for me to see, in particular because Small Squish entered bracket a couple of weeks ago and started wrecking house. And then Spooky was playing, I believe, Terumi at the time. And then Spooky switches to Arakune mid-set and then reverse 3-0'd Small Squish, if I remember correctly.
Small Squish did get around an
and
Arakune.
then-
It was a lot closer than that.
It's almost 2 months ago? Oh my god, please don't let that be.
Ooh.
Either way, it's been a while,
Fake
and
jump
that happened a
grab,
long
burst,
time ago.
the
Hold on a
Spooky
second.
burst. He loves. That's a bad burst. I'm calling it. Spooky's a fool. I don't care if he wins.
You said it, not me. I was honestly expecting JD. Don't. Oh, it goes for 3D. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm nervous.
I don't care.
And...
I don't care. That was a bad
Oh,
burst. I'm standing by that. He shouldn't have done it because now he doesn't have it for the next round. He's so much less scary.
Jesus Christ. Okay. It goes for round start 236A.
Doing the schmicks though.
Alright, gets the JC, crosses up. Yep. Oh, good JB there.
Yeah,
Yeah, just doing standard DP stuff.
counter him out, baiting the DP, but
However,
this time he has rapid so he doesn't get the punish.
So one thing that I think is very fun to see is that Spooky has a very different style with Hakumen compared to Uber in terms of how much they're willing to enforce some of the RPS. We can see this right there with Yanagi, which I don't think we actually saw like at all come out of Uber in their matches. Oh, DPRCs, but honestly just hits him with the mid, not even the YOLO overhead. And DPs again on Hakumen OT. What?
Ooh, counters him out of that. Yeah, that's really
blocked.
risky. I think Squish does a really good job of schmoving, but he takes some risks he doesn't have to sometimes. And Spooky loves to play RPS, and he's very good at it.
Yeah, I think part of it is that Hibiki's pressure in the way it's structured, you don't necessarily need to do the most. Like, you can just do this right here, and that's like, okay.
It is very hard to
Unfortunately,
get
this to throw,
Hibiki.
and this is looking like it's going to be Spooky's game.
It's very hard to get Hibiki off of you because all of his buttons move him forward. So he doesn't have to take
he's got
too
a
many
lot of
crazy
forward
risks
advantage.
and go for these overheads and left rights, which
Exactly.
Hakumen has
On
great
top
tools
of that,
for dealing with.
yeah, on top of that, his 5-8 hits crouchers too, which makes it a lot less complicated for him to seal out fuzzy jumps, because he can just 5-8, 5-8 and still catch you for it. So one thing that I really want to highlight about this player versus player matchup is that a while ago Small Squish had come onto the scene and then Spooky reverse 3-0'd him. We consider Small Squish to be Aerodat's son, which is kind of fun.
Iridat
They've been
considers
boys
that.
for
They're
a while.
both like 17.
They're both very young. Yeah. Either way, Spooky mentioning the connection, it does look a little bit rough this time around, which is surprising because they've had a very, very good connection before. It's unfortunate, but it's the nature of the game. That's how it goes.
I just think Squish is old enough to be
Regardless
his own
of
man.
that, it
That's
looks
what I'm
like we've
saying.
been seeing
He can stand up for he's not anyone's son, he's himself.
mayhaps. I'm me, the son of myself.
Small Squish isn't even 17. Oh my god. I mean, the young players in our scene are really strong.
Hey,
I think both Squish and Aerodat are way better than I would expect the average 17-year-old to be.
I'm young. Anyway, round start 236-18. Gathers the Hakumen. Jesus Christ. But it's now in Spooky's position somehow. I don't know how we got here. Spooky got a good counter.
Spooky's just gonna keep hitting
Another
good counters.
counter.
He's got the reads right now. I feel like he's got kind of a lock on Squish's patterns, and that's a very dangerous thing to let a Hakumen player have.
Yeah. On top of that, despite Small Squish moving around in the air a lot, Hakumen, especially with about 3 beats, has a lot of options he can use in order to call out where you're moving. And of course, he has JG if you want to get a little frisky with it. 2C, of course, has a massive hitbox. And we're seeing Spooky just willing to play around and just see how like Squish is going to attempt to approach you.
Also, building meter this whole time. So he built 50 bars there. It's honestly insane.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen people let Spooky play this passively. Normally Spooky's a bit more on the ball, but right now he's just... Sorry, not on the ball. Normally Spooky's a bit more aggressive and active, but as we can see, he's willing to just kind of sit back and just gain meter in order to just pop Squish on the next interaction.
Squish is adapting his pressure not to get countered, but playing really passive now, Spooky's getting out, and then he just wins neutral again and kills him.
Yeah, just didn't get the barrier right there. It looks like he might have been trying to go for JC or JD. You didn't see the counter, it was hard to tell.
Val, are you really 23? I thought you were like 22. Nick and Fems are the old men in this bracket. They're both over 30. And Nick's the one sitting in Winners Finals. We haven't seen him play yet. Because I know he's going to record all of his own matches, so I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah.
Ooh, no punish though.
So I like to see how the neutral is developing right now. We have Squish still playing a bit more, less aggressively, but willing to start his offense a bit more against Spooky. So preventing Spooky from just sitting back and gaining meter for free, and still trying to run their offense.
Hits him with the 21 frame overhead. He's going to take big damage. I don't think he's dead, but this is going to hurt.
Wait, sorry, not 5K, 7K.
7.3, Spooky does not fuck around with the damage. DPs him anyway. He's like, I'm not afraid. What are you going to do, kill me?
Doesn't care, he just gets the DP on C. Holy crap. So, yeah, that was nuts. Let's see if, okay, good OD usage. Wants to get the corner. Ended it a bit early. I think it prorated too much to get the, usual, like, sorry.
Ooh, he got hit by the Toledo special. That's what we call when someone resets the last combo to purple throw to kill you. Because Tweedo gets hit by that a lot. Isn't that right, Tweedo? I see Tweedo.
All I'm saying is I purple threw you twice today. I purple threw you twice.
Oh, but you lost the round where you purple threw me twice. That's the funny part.
I don't care. I purple threw you twice. The objective at the time wasn't to win the round. It was merely to purple throw you and establish a precedent. And I established a precedent. Don't say it's a precedent for losing at a purple throw, because I know that's what you're about to say.
I was actually about to talk about the matches that we just watched, as wild as that may sound. So Spooky beats Small Squish 2-0. I want to say that we had a great showing from Small Squish. I feel like there's some really good adaptation there, where early on he was really wild, and then Spooky called him out for it, and he adapted to it. But it just, like, once he started to play more cautiously, Spooky is just a little bit quicker on keeping up with the pace. But he has a lot of experience, and he is one of our strongest players, so that's not surprising. But great showing from both players. I really liked how slow a lot of that was, actually. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of slow BlazBlue today.
Yeah. I think this match that we just saw and the last match are very good examples of looking at adaptation and how it can play out throughout sets. We had in the last set wherein you could visually see Fems and Richter adjust to each other, and one will take the advantage, but then the other takes the advantage, and one takes the reins, and the pace of the match changes a lot. But here we have a case where we have a player, Spooky namely, that's able to adjust much quicker, and you can see how his game plan adjusts faster and still maintains the dominant position and in a favorable game state no matter what. While Small Squish is a bit slower on the ball, able to make the adaptation, which I want to give credit for, but not quite quickly enough and not quite to the degree necessary in order to confidently take a game.
We're going to get to see a little bit more of that, though, because next up we have Spooky again versus Fems. Two players we have already seen. Pretty much everyone left in the bracket we've seen. Right now, Oragard and Uzumaki are playing off stream. The winner of that is going to fight Aradat. And then The winner of that fights the winner of Fems and Spooky, and then Science Cat and Richter fight in winners finals soon. Pretty much everything left in the tournament is going to be on stream after Oragard and Uzumaku's game, so we don't have too many matches left. S versus Hakumen. Okay. The neutral's probably really rough, but I mean, it's never free versus Hakumen. Hakumen has great tools, and he is very scary and very explosive.
Yeah, also able to at least cut the... I don't think he can cut crests, necessarily.
Yeah, he can. They're projectiles. It's
well,
just
the way
hard
how
to.
they yeah, I mean, the way how they activate.
Yeah, it's impractical, but you can definitely do it.
Yeah, at the very least, he can cut 236A and 236B, but I think Fems is well and truly aware enough of that and will know how to adjust his fireballs accordingly.
Jumping forward, hitting him with the JB, getting his turn started already, running the S game, hitting his buttons, and getting hits for it.
And awkward, and here's the cuts that I wanted to talk about. Oh, jeez.
The cuts are way better in this matchup,
we see an immediate cut on the projectile, and yeah, it's a lot, much easier to react to S going for it.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh my goodness!
Grab. This is
throw
big
punish,
damage.
6 seconds on the OD clock. And Spooky convert all of this. This is about 5K.
Oh, he went for the reset to get more meter.
Oh, that's the Agito.
I think he did that on purpose.
I think that was on purpose as well. Spooky's definitely the type that would have just ended if he won. Let's see, now we have a very awkward situation where...
it's not
JB
awkward
just
anymore,
kinda
Spooky's
wins,
dead.
Haha S or something. Yeah, that's a bit of an awkward situation. You have a dead suit guy with a freaking sword. Anyway, Fems immediately goes for the Bourse and then gets hit anyway.
Setting up Crest, baiting the counter, and then hitting him on the way down. Again,
puts himself in the corner, gets the throw tech, Enma hits him out of the second part of the DP. I think Spooky wanted to bait out the burst there, but it doesn't go in his favor. Excuse me, it doesn't go in his favor.
This isn't death, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna... Oh, I guess he just goes for it. Never mind. Big damage still. 3.2.
Yeah, I think he wants to...
For S,
he wants
pretty
the Oki. Yeah. Yeah, gets the Oki, resets to neutral. Yes, it's Hakumen and he gains meter, but you're also...
That air unblockable 5A doing some work today.
However, Hakumen pops the OD. It's party time. You better back up, or Fem's, you know, a good player with fun and knows what people want.
One of the things that I think Fems did a
One
really
of the
good
things
job
that I'm
of...
consistently impressed with Fems is his ability to understand.
I think we're about to say the same thing, Toito.
No, you take it ahead of it.
One of the things that Fems is doing really well is he's putting out a crest and then ending his pressure early to kind of bait Spooky into hitting a button so that the crest hits him. He's doing it at weird times where like Spooky goes for a counter and then like the crest hits and then Spooky or Fems gets to follow up and do a combo. And it made his pressure very awkward when he tries to call out. Is Fems Spooky switching to Arakune, which is wild because this matchup sucks for Arakune. This matchup is doo-doo garbage. Jesus. Not by Arakune standards. Arakune's got some bad fucking matchups. But SJB just ruins Arakune's whole day. That being said, Arakune hits you, you die. That's the end of the game. You can go home after that.
Yeah. I think Spooky just wants to go for a comfort pick here.
He's pretty comfortable with both characters. I think he just wants to meme. He's like, I don't want to have to deal with this. I want to touch you once and I want you to die.
Yeah, man. I felt like I had so many more things to say about Hakumen S, but now they're just ruined. Because we had bugs
just
up
hitting,
just
hit them with Spider. Almost full curse.
OGs anyway. Screw you, it's my turn. Mom said I have, it's my turn on the Xbox. Fem's attempts to GP gets clipped up anyway because he tried to GP an Arakune. Spooky seems to mess up the conversion of that there a bit, and now, ooh. I think that's an okay burst. I don't really know how to feel about that.
It's a good DP. Gets counter assaulted into the corner, counter assaults him right back out.
OD back up.
Catches him low, gets the burst.
Yeah.
That's good. Arakune's OD is terrifying. So even just not having to deal with it next round is a big deal.
Yeah. I don't blame Spooky going for the burst there. I think it was an okay choice. I think for Arakune in this matchup, at least, it's good to hold on to burst just because you need to have more situations where you just need to force your offense.
Rasan does not have burst
Oh
though,
my god.
but Spooky's dropping that combo, so no full curse yet.
Really awkward. He could have, that might have cost him the round. The entire round goes entirely different in the timeline that Spooky lands that combo and converts into full curse.
Yeah, if Spooky lands that combo, that can just be round. He gets full curse. Getting guard crush, but no confirm, unfortunately. That is the setup. I think he just must have mistimed it slightly. That JB doing
yeah, I
work.
think the crest is supposed to pop at a different timing there.
SJB just keeps Arakune out of the air. Double JC into instant JC. Baits the counter assault.
What's the counter assault?
But no punish.
Both players are gonna have burst up soon. Oh my god. Okay.
First, that's
nope.
good.
Fems goes for the burst.
And gets him.
Okay, gets the W.
So that's it.
That
Spooky
burst makes
is
a
out
lot
of
of
bracket.
sense.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, there's one more round.
No, it's not out of bracket. It's still another round to go.
And he's got his OD now, and Fems is missing his, so that's really scary.
Yeah, got full OD meter against S with none. However, S offense time.
If he can get even one tick of curse, Wake Up OD becomes such a strong option because it almost immediately becomes his turn. But he's just getting anti-aired and bounced around by S because she gets to really bully the shit out of Arakune. Kenji's trying to roll out.
Opting to use a lot more. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's
He has meter
curse
for
o'clock.
it. This leads into curse.
All right, now he's got to block the schmicks for 63 seconds or until he dies.
Time to push buttons.
Yeah, and now he's getting
Opting to go for reset. One full curse kill.
Oh, she's dead.
He went OD super.
He's dead. He doesn't need OD. He just double super. He's ODing. He didn't have to OD.
He ODs anyway. Yeah, it doesn't have to. Yeah, I think he went for the resets because he knew one full curse combo wouldn't hit, so he needed to like create a situation wherein he can still double super and seal out.
Yeah, a lot of times Arakune, if he gets a hit at the beginning of curse, instead of doing like a full combo, he'll do like half a combo and then try to reset you. That way he can use the curse timer a little bit more for mix-up, instead of just kind of like ending early and not getting a great confirm.
Yeah, makes sense. Spooky having a really hard time in neutral, but manages to claw his way out with a W there.
Please select your character.
And now Spooky is locked to Arakune, and Fems has time to adjust.
Yeah, Fems has time to adjust, and again, this is a good matchup for him. They're both strong players, honestly, so it's still anyone's game. I'm interested. I'd like to ask Spooky what his logic was with switching.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Maybe he just wasn't feeling Hakume. Maybe he was like, this sucks. I don't like this right now.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be shocked if Spooky was like, I just didn't want it.
Ooh, you cannot burst there. He gets
oh my god, get the burst bait. And does he get curse off this? Oh my god. Everything's coming up now. How's this Spooky?
Getting your burst baited as against Arakune is like the worst, because it means you just fucking lose. And I think he's dead here. He baited the DP. I think this it was
not putting the burst. Oh my god.
But he is dead.
Drops the combo. Doesn't matter. He's still dead. Oh my god. So the fact that Spooky killed Fems that quickly is not only funny, but it's also dangerous because S now still has to build her burst meter back.
Yeah, if
and
he just gets hit early.
He's starting to build up curse a little bit.
If he just gets hit early, then he won't be able to burst Arakune getting the curse set up. And it doesn't matter if you have burst once you're in curse. It doesn't help. Okay, OD.
Yeah,
you can't just DP there. It's his turn. He gets to use his own thing.
Oh, tried to set up with curse with that super. It's very cheeky, but that super is actually extremely. He's almost dead. Wait, what?
That was a great.
He's dead.
Yeah, he just died. Hit him with a raw super for like 2.5k and then run up and killed him. And now he's got his burst back and Spooky doesn't have his. That's insane.
Oh my god. Oh, this momentum shifted very, very, very suddenly, very crazily.
Ooh, especially with Spooky dropping that, but he doesn't punish the DP.
Sorry. Oh, that's awkward.
Drops the combo. This is the spaghetti.
Opposite.
And now he's got his burst. That's a much better burst than the last one.
Kick first.
The command grab, he
Oh,
stood up
gets
into it.
it with
That
the
shit's the worst because it looks just like her air dash.
It's literally Noel's command grab.
Spooky has to
part
burst
two.
this, I think.
Oh, this is death.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to burst. Realized it last minute that Fems could just go into super. Okay, doesn't get cheesed out with the super there.
Oh, he's getting
Really,
bullied.
really unfortunate because. Oh my goodness.
He's getting bullied.
Yeah, Fems can just play passive. Oh no. Jesus.
All right, that's it. Spooky's out of the tournament.
Damn.
I called it.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone said Coochie
Yeah.
flip. Airdat said Coochie flip, and it got blocked by the auto mod. But that is funny. I'll let that through.
So one of the things that that second round really was really literally like the tables turning twice.
Yeah, I thought Fems was just like dead, and then he won.
Yeah.
This is actually
Fems
going
is
to
like,
be the first time
actually-
Spooky hasn't gotten first at one of these in a while too, and he's I think he's out at he's out at 6th.
That's crazy. I think that says a lot about the strength of the people here, and I think this was very, very fun to see. There's a lot of new people, a lot of people playing really well, old folks and new folks coming back. I really, really love to see this happen. It makes me very happy.
Shout out to
That's
our
your first time being
players.
spooky online. That's nuts.
I'm not sure if Fems means online. I think they mean in bracket period. But I could be wrong. Fems can
That's
correct me.
kind of nuts.
Yeah, at all in tournament.
At all in tournament? Wow. That's actually crazy.
But shout out to our new players. Karachi did really good. Got to fight some of our strongest players right off the bat, which kind of sucks for them. But they still made it decently far. Ended up losing to Uzumaki, who is absolutely no slouch. And then Auragard's still in. We're about to see them right now versus Aerodat. Getting knocked out versus Fems, and then climbing all the way to losers right now, where if they win, they get the rematch versus Fems.
This is really, really exciting to see. I do like to see a new player kind of come in and say, "What's up? I'm nice. What are you gonna do about it?"
Yeah, they're definitely still in it to win the tournament. And so after this, we're going to
I think they've been doing well.
We're going to see Science Cat versus Richter and winners finals first, and then we'll run the rest of losers.
Ooh, that's gonna be really, really good to see.
Yeah, we got.
So.
Go ahead.
Oh no, continue.
I was gonna say we got all good games left. We got Aerodat versus Auragard, which I'm very interested to see. We've got Fems versus the winner of that, and however that goes, I want to see Fems fight them. And then Science Cat and Richter, which should be interesting. We'll finally get to see Science Cat on stream, finally. And
Yes.
for anyone who doesn't know,
we've been talking them up a lot.
for anyone who doesn't know, Science Cat plays Kokonoe, obviously based off of the name, and they're pretty nice. They're one of the better Kokonoes out there. They know their shit, and you don't run into a lot of Kokonoe players that know their shit.
Yeah, so it's very fun to see. I think this will be very funny because we've been referencing Science Cat more or less as like this hidden boss that like we'll mention for like a couple of seconds and then just completely drop the subject.
We've only foreshadowed that he has not appeared.
Yeah. Science Cat is very, very fun to watch. But we have another fun game right up ahead of you guys. We got Aerodat, who is finally back in this lobby, and we got Auragard. We have the lore matchup. New versus Ragna.
So
We're gonna see
I
how
imagine
plays out.
this probably isn't nice for Ragnar. It might be good. I just put in Aerodat's name as Ragnar. Okay, let's
Smooth.
see.
So yeah, I would expect Aura to be full well. I don't think Aerodat plays in a way that's highly unusual for a Ragna player, so I don't think it will take too long for them to get accustomed to Aerodat.
You say that. Every Ragnar player's got a little bit of their own idiosyncrasies, so you got to kind of see that and figure out that stuff first. But yeah, once you get through that, I mean, he is still playing
for
Ragnar,
sure.
and he's never fought a new 12, so we're going to see how that goes.
Action.
Yeah, it should be interesting. New 13? New 12. New 12? I always forget the numbers. Anyway, so far, Aura, kind of predictable way of playing this matchup. just wants to zone and keep Ragnar out at all times. Aerodat trying to run in and now gets
You
pushed up.
say predictable. I don't think that's exactly fair. The zoner is zoning. I think the specific way that he's doing it isn't necessarily predictable.
Oh, that's fair. I should be a bit more clear on that end. The overall surface level of it is definitely like, oh wow, the zoner is zoning, the rushdown character is rushing down. Makes sense. Oh my!
Oh, you see the Carnage Scissors?
Oh
That was
my
really
God.
nice. I was gonna say
Jeez,
great
that's-
Carnage Scissors from Aerodat, but then they fucking died.
Wow. Okay. Speaking of predictions, didn't see any of that. Thank you for increasing my heart rate. Holy crap. That is fun to see.
Not taking any of this time though. Aerodat's running. He's like, it's my turn. I don't want to get zoned again. You use your OD last round. Let's go. Getting anti-aired though. Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
And the DP
Unfortunate DP.
And reset.
Bit of an awkward situation. Yeah, so far Aura's been able to honestly just straight up dash to full screen. And we've seen that interaction right there a ton. Aerodat will attempt to super jump and then air dash, and then Aura will just calmly dash under in order to establish space. Because Ragna is stuck in the air dash, there's no way that he can actually return back.
Okay, this
Right.
time he hits it.
So
This time he
just
gets the
stuck.
Carnage Scissors. And then he blood signs
He
and he
hits
gets
it,
the
and it's
counter
all
hit,
well
but
and
not
good.
let's see. Okay.
That's
Grabs him,
pressure.
air grabs him,
There's an
scoops
OD
him out of the
air
air,
throw.
he's dead. No,
This is
he's not dead. Okay, he's
Oh,
dead.
unless he doesn't convert. Oh my. Okay, 5Ds, whatever.
Nail biters,
A
nail
dub's a dub.
biters. Commentator's curse.
Yes. I don't know who's getting blessed, who's getting cursed. Round start.
Beauregard doing a pretty-
Hell's Fang lands super late.
Beauregard doing a pretty standard zoner burst, which is good. It's way more important to keep that momentum going early on in a situation like this than hold on to it for OD, even though OD is pretty strong against Ragna. Keeping him locked down
Yeah, for sure.
mid-screen. And ooh, that was really nice. That Hellsfang DP was really nice.
That's kind of nuts that the DP hit saw rather late, but still, it's Ragnar, so it's active for a decent amount of time. It's
I want to
gonna-
say one of the things that's really important about that though is he did the Hellsfang DP, and then the next time he did Hellsfang without DP, so they got to cover the space safely, and then Beauregard just kind of backed off, which is really good. I think that was good
Yeah,
layering from Aerodat to kind of get some space.
Definitely a very, very good way of pretty much being able to force New to respect you and take up your space a bit more without having to go to the air.
Let's talk about
so
run up
far,
delay
okay.
grab for the TRM though. That was fucking nice.
You gotta do it for the culture. So I really want to see how Aerodat gets out of this situation.
I think
so
he's
far
gonna
we've
IB.
seen
He's gonna use. Ooh.
That's
I think. I was gonna say. I think
oh,
he's gonna
Carnage
Carnage Scissors.
anyways.
Oh, this
Oh,
could be
Gauntlet Hades, the classic. Burst is gonna be up though.
it. Ooh, burst
Does
is
he
up. This
bait?
is scary. This is rough.
Rough.
Ooh, can
16
this
seconds
kill?
left
Can
on
he
the
kill
clock.
off
Gets
this?
hit
No,
any
okay.
kill on time? Nope. Will he block or will he try to go in?
There's
oh my
only
goodness.
8 seconds
Ragnar
left on the
still has
clock.
health
Aerodat just has to
barely.
block. He just has
7
to
seconds.
block.
Timer
Oh.
scam. No, goes in.
Oh.
Gets hit with the wheel. Oh my god.
That was a nail biter. All he had to do was wait it out. There was like 8 seconds left on that clock. He could have had it.
Oh my god. Yeah, and he's been blocking Aura Guard from full screen rather comfortably. Not like he's been opened up a ton. Wow, Jesus, that
was good. I'm really excited to see where this goes from here.
Yeah, that's definitely a very, very good time. So one thing that I really want to see is how Aerodat adjusts his approaches to Aura Guard's current usage of Gravity Seed and Drive. One of the things that I've seen happen a lot, and I've highlighted this a couple of times, is that Aerodat will opt to go for Super Jump and then Air Dash, and then Aura Guard just dashes under. This situation has happened several times and has allowed Aura Guard in order to stay at full screen and maintain their game plan. I really want to see how Aerodat might change that. Oh, does he go now? Oh, what? Okay. I really want to see how Aerodat changes that in order to pressure Aura Guard more effectively and continuously.
The thing that I would like to see is I would like to see Aerodat do super jump forward and then something like the Hellsfang downwards. Or I forget what the move's called. Nightmare Edge. To catch
Nightmare
Aura
Edge.
Guard trying to run under him. I think that would be really cool.
That would be a very, very interesting option. On top of that, he can do that pretty soon after Air Dash, I think.
Yeah, so I think I'd love to see like a bait like that. He's been pretty conservative on the Nightmare edges compared to a lot of other Ragnar players that I've seen. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if he starts implementing that into his play.
Action.
It's
Yeah, he
definitely
can
a
do
risk.
that. He can also opt. Yeah, he can also opt to for a more safer option. That's actually tragic. He can also opt in order to do. He can also opt for micro dash, super jump, and then airback dash
Ooh,
once
look at
he
that.
sees or oh my god, or ghost.
Bloodside
Okay,
get
that
the
was really
burst.
cool because he did. Yeah, gets the burst. Use the blood scythe low enough that it would catch Orgard even if they were trying to dash on him.
There's that adjustment you were talking
T114D.
about. When the
Yeah,
OD
willing
being
to stay
gone
on the
is
ground a
rough.
little bit.
Because one of the things that you can do versus Mutual is if you OD through one of her swords, you could probably run up and hit her with Ragnar 5B.
Yeah, we get a couple of different movement options from Aerodat, but we still see a similar situation where he goes just high enough in order for Orgard to still actually, sorry, let me rephrase. Orgard's doing a very, very great job of recognizing when Aerodat's too high to actually contest a dash on him.
Ooh, look at
And we saw that in
for
the
reset.
different options that Aerodat was showing. Awkward, but still, it's whatever. You got new blocking in the corner, and you have OD. Why did you do burst?
He thought
Even if
Orgard
he
was going to be
wins
less
this
patient
round,
to that. The burst I get. Keep him in the corner, keep him right here. This is the best use of that research you're going to get in the foreseeable future. The OD would be nice, but ODing him to keep him in the corner is very strong with his under character like this. As we're seeing, he's running him down.
I think the OD, I think the OD is not really as important as so much as like just maintaining momentum in a situation.
Yeah. You want to use that
obviously
resource
Ragnar's OD
to
is
get
pretty
in,
good.
and you can use it to burst them into the corner. It's kind of the same thing, even if you don't get a hit.
Yeah.
Instant overhead.
Ooh, gets PK214D. Let's go. What's the combo here? Doesn't really opt for too much damage. Gets the gravity seed though. We're seeing Orgard lock him down.
Orgard's looking for that.
Yeah,
He was ready
Orgard's
for the-
not capturing. Orgard's not.
You could
sorry,
really feel
continue.
Aerodat looking for the Carnage Scissors there, and I think Orgard did too. And they're going to take it 2-0. It's going to be them
That was a
versus
very,
Fangs. Sorry, go ahead.
very quick match. I think new 13. It is new 13.
Oh, what
I knew
have
it.
I been
It's
saying?
new 12, new 13.
Oh, fuck.
You've been saying new 12. You're wrong. Imagine
there's
that.
so many numbers, man. I'm an Azrael player sometimes. Sorry, the last character I
thought
played
you
was
were the
Azrael. I
Azrael
can't
player.
count until I play Tsubaki again.
Yes, the character main formerly known as Azrael. Either way, I think we saw Aura do a really, really great job of understanding how Aerodat wanted to manage their offense. We saw a couple of adaptations from Aerodat in terms of some of the options they decided to choose, but overall, Aura was still able to understand Arrow's intentions and still manage them accordingly, without anything that's explicitly crazy or this insane, unique matchup-specific option, right? Which I find to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, I think that Aerodat did some good adjustments there. We definitely didn't see him just get locked out. But Orgard seemed to have like a pretty good read anytime the adjustments got made. He was definitely looking for those Carnage Scissors, and he punished like 2 of them. He got hit by, I think, 1 of the 4 that were used in that set.
Yeah. Additionally, we could see that Aerodat was attempting to use the hold version of Carnage Scissors in order to start pressure, but Aura delay it, and Aura called it out very, very well towards the end there.
Yeah,
which
you
I thought
always
was
get a punish
really
on that
awesome.
unless he's got rapid. Even if he delays the second
definitely.
hit.
Yeah, definitely familiar enough with Ragnar in order to call that out and say, no, we're not playing this nonsense. I'm smart. Come on now. Let's move on to the next layer.
So, Science Cat versus Richie. I don't think these guys get a chance to play a lot. Richie lives out of state. Most of our locals are in Massachusetts, so Richie did not really get to come out to them very often because he's from CT. Or, wait, no. Richie's just from Western Mass.
Western Mass.
Yeah, my bad.
Western Mass. Yeah, they're around.
He's out there. It's the same. It's the same thing.
They're very far from Boston.
Western Mass is a different state. It
I
counts.
guess, yeah. Not untrue. But yeah, so I think that Richie's in state. So I think what we're gonna see here is that we're still gonna see Noel. Honestly, it looks like Richie's been very comfortable with maintaining.
What he's
Noel,
not been
despite
comfortable
matchups
with is
and
getting
games.
into this room because he asked us in chat if he's up.
Yeah. You're up, Richter. We just said your name 20 times.
We've been talking about you for so long. Your name's literally on the stream.
God. Before the match even started, high quality production here. Anyway, we have what is likely to be Noel versus Kokinoe.
I'm interested to see if he stays Noel. I
Science
mean,
Cat,
okay, I shouldn't
very,
say
very
he stays
good
Noel.
Kokinoe. Very consistent. I think, yeah, come on.
I want Bang. It's wishful
Well, I
thinking,
think
okay?
it's
I just really like that character. Anyway, we finally get to see Science Cat, our main villain, built up. Here he is in all of his glory. It's a cat with a 3C that covers half the screen.
Playing on their Nintendo Switch.
That is
it's
a
got a
fucking
bit, though.
DS, you monster.
The wheel of fate is turning.
I mean, I was meaning.
Action.
You had it there.
It's not a...
Anyway, we got a calm round start from Richter. Definitely trying to respect a lot of Kokinoe's full screen options, or not.
Kokinoe can place that
Long range
magnet out and then launch you into the corner, though, and that's something that's very hard for a lot of characters to deal with. But Richter calling him out for doing it the second time, but doesn't get any confirms off of it.
Tries to go for the 4D, manages to get the conversion late in the drive chain. Okay, that works. Yeah, willing to just kind of jump up and say, okay, cool, there's a graviton there. You're not going to cross me off. Alright, let's keep going.
All these early
Wow,
bursts.
passes.
Text the air throw.
Oh my goodness, that air throw attempt. Super good awareness.
I would have gotten hit by
that,
that, so good job on... Ooh, and mashes him for the side swap, too. And Science Cat has good confirmed, so he's getting put into the corner here and probably Oki'd. Ooh, not good enough Oki, though.
That was very funny. I think Science Cat was not expecting Noelle to shift in the way she did with during her drive sequence. And I think she might have invuln through the fireball and still got a hit anyway. Does this reset? Yup, the classic in the throw.
Yep.
Science Cat loves that conversion.
Not dead here, but still scary because next touch definitely kills.
Next hit kills, you don't have burst, and it's set play time. What's the mix? Doesn't matter, I'm 4D'ing it anyway. Hit me with 2D already, sure.
Only
Come on
20
now,
seconds left on the
dirtbag.
clock, though, so this could get scary. Double super.
Double super?
This doesn't kill, right?
Not much extra damage. No. OD is up soon, though. Goes for the 4D. Science Cat, oh my god!
Yeah, once you...
Doesn't matter.
Oh, now we get to sit through the longest EA in the game. Okay, both of these characters have the longest EAs in the game. I think Kokinoe's is the longest and Noelle's is the second longest. So you get to sit through such long animations.
You get to sit through the fact that Richter pressed OD on your wake up and clicked EA and said, you don't get to press buttons. But
He saw the 2B and he knew he had it.
yeah, we got pretty standard Kokinoe D&B to take Noelle right into the corner, although it looks like Richter is kind of establishing some space away, kind of navigating into mid-screen.
Science Cat's spending a lot of time setting up gadgets, which hasn't been working out too well for him because
press
Richter's been
reset
taking the
for
time
the
to run up, but he ODs through the overhead, so he's going to get some serious damage here and probably put Richter into the corner. Yep, we're going to get an 8-way.
Oh,
but Richter gets out of it.
Oh, great fuzzy block there. And still manages to block the cross-ups. Does the momentum burst? I don't even disagree with it that hard, but I think he might have gotten swept up a bit too hard with the energy of that pacing.
Ooh, just runs up and hits him. Trying to hit those big buttons and just get stacked for it.
Science Cat is very willing to just wake up or J2 and J2C or to 6C if he thinks that you're going to hit a low reaching poke and just counter hit you for mad damage. So that was a really good choice of button for Richter with the counter hit.
Science Cat, like Spooky, really likes to play RPS, and they both do it for the same reason, which is that the reward on their character is so insane. If she 2A mashes you, as you're going to see right here, she's going to get a pretty good combo, I think like, 2K, and then she also gets to set up really strong Oki on you, and then you get to deal with the Science Cat schnicks.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, speaking of, there's a wild button right there. Okay, that works. Yeah, Richter willing to play very calmly with the graviton out. Doesn't want to get pushed into the trap. Gets pushed into it anyway, though. I'm getting it first.
Not quite dead.
Nah, he's not dead. This isn't his golden picture setup.
If he had 100 meter, he'd be dead, but not quite. But he's got to get a lot of hits.
I'm really surprised that Science Cat He's getting
Getting
a
hit
lot
by
of
the
mileage on
Toledo.
4D. That's hit with the Toledo special. And that's it with purple throw. We're going to take him right back to the corner into probably super. Oh, nope. Decides to go for the Oki. Ooh, really good jail attempt there. RCs because
like
he
he's
knew
dead.
that he blocked the JD. This goes into super with OD. This will kill.
Yeah.
Goes into OD and converts to take the game.
First round goes to Richter. That was a nail biter. That was very close all the way
That
through.
was it. Wow, that was really, really good. I am so excited about this Blaze Blue right now. Yeah, Tempest Tim still plays, and they have played together. Tempest Tim is a New York Kokonoe.
I went to
They
New
probably
York with
found
Science
each other
Cat when
at,
he
like,
fought
TSB.
Tempest Tim.
Yeah, TSB, I'm assuming.
I don't think it was a Super TSB, but yeah.
Please select your character. Kokonoe, Noel Vermillion.
By
So
the
I
way,
don't think
fellas,
there
who
was
you
a
guys
single-
rooting for in... Oh, sorry.
You go ahead, Tuito.
I just wanted to hype up chat. Who do you guys think is going to win, and who are you guys rooting for? Spam whatever emotes you want in the chat for whoever you want to win right now.
Do we have emotes for Noel? I guess it gun emote for Noel, cat emote for Kokonoe.
That works.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
This has been such a good set, and we're one game in already,
I'm
which
super
is
pumped
nuts.
for this. Anti-air 2A, that's a wild one.
Great catch, Noah. Sorry, Kokonoe's air-to-airs are very, very good for calling out bad approaches. Or good approaches too, actually.
Kokonoe has some really wild air buttons. Her JA is active for 1,000,000 years and covers a ton of space. Her JB is super far, and her JC stalls her air momentum so that she can bait anti-airs really effectively, while also getting an insane counter hit punish.
Yeah. Alright, does he reset in the throw? Nope. Decides to go for the D&D, take Richter to the corner, set up a trap. What's the mix? No Graviton, so can't do any cross-up. Richter opts to actually just block this time, and as soon as I say that, immediately
Blocks the side swap,
gets
gets
called
a
out on the
punish.
negative end of there. Yep, got the Graviton, so they're both stuck to each other, which is actually in Richter's favor. Opens up... Okay. Got the burst here. Opened up Science Cat. Here we are. Gets the straight hit in the awkward scramble. Doesn't get the dash cancel button, but still manages to get the side switch positioning. This does not quite kill, but next hit for sure. Gets the clash. Both of them RC, and they're still going.
So much meter was just spent there, and I honestly have no clue what happened.
They both clashed and then RC'd immediately. Science Cat opted to block, meanwhile Richter opted to continue pressure. Funny enough, because of Blaze Blue's clash mechanics, you can actually cancel into another button.
Yeah, I don't think you need to use a
of
rapid
RC.
there, but I think both of those players were expecting their button to get blocked.
Yeah, I think that's fair to do. I think clashes are super weird, and it's very difficult to get the exact situation. Like, if you do that, you're probably kind of nuts. Anyway, right now we have Science Cat doing a really great job of locking down Richter's options right here. Great frame trap, opens him up. Trap, oh, gets the Graviton, this is cross-up.
Double side
Double
swap,
cross-up.
Richter blocks it.
Oh my god. Manages to block it while the fireball is on the screen. Oh, yep,
Never falling
calls
for
out
that
the
mid-screen side swap.
Oh my god, Richter's defense is, at least his ability to block in these situations and recognize these setups is so impressive right now.
But he gets hit by JB.
Oh,
That's
gets
not
hit
a
with the
setup.
classic.
He's really good at blocking the setups, but if you smack him with the JB, he still gets hit. Both players have full OD here, so no real disadvantage. Getting that early 2A, let's see how much corner carry he gets. Oh, look at that! He's all the way in the corner from 3/4 screen off of a 2A.
Graviton setup, trap is over there. We're going to probably see some cross-up sooner or later. Resets the Graviton as well. Let's see what's up.
Oh, he tried to go for the ice.
Oh, probably
resets.
opted to go for a 50-50. Yeah, ice reset.
The
Sorry,
ice reset
there's
is not a
the
50-50.
classic JA.
It's like a 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, etc.
12.5 times 8, I think.
Yeah, it's an 8 times mix.
Yeah. I can do math. I can count.
Not when it comes to Hakumen.
Anyway, Anyway, oh my goodness. Oh, that's a really unfortunate drop. If Science Cat confirmed that, that's death. So now Richter gets a
TRM.
chance to play. Oh my goodness, gets the TRM. I think we're gonna see a burst on the next by Richter. Right now, Kokono has nothing to fear. Noelle damage on average isn't absurdly high, but it is something to be respected, and Richter is
Ooh,
definitely very...
wow.
What?
What the hell?
4D manages to hit her on the...
Not dead, though. Not
Wait,
dead.
oh,
Ooh, catches her on
oh,
the way
he's gonna
down.
try to...
You can't
Wait,
convert off
he
of
hit
that
him on the way
graviton.
down? He didn't use the Graviton.
It was already
oh my
gone.
God.
He couldn't have used it.
Oh my God, he probably tried to use it. That's death. He's dead.
You got him. All right, game 2.
Oh my
Science Cat. Richie
God.
said he had to go, but I think he's going to get trapped here.
Richie just 4D anti-aired Kokonoe?
He schmooved. The schmoovement.
What the hell? What kind of crazy shit is this? Fems, you play S. Stop. Stop. I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing
Fems,
this.
you
The
are the
S
only
player
person in this
complaining
chat
about
who I
air
will not
buttons.
let
That's
complain
OD.
about Kokonoe air buttons.
Noelle Vermillion.
We didn't say anything about fairness. Her air buttons are fucked up. Yeah, Kurenzik's right. JB go brrr.
It really do though. I'm not gonna lie. If I played S, I'd be saying the same shit.
Rasan, stop,
And
stop.
I'm going-
Don't even start.
I'm going to
Fem.
close.
The
I'm
S
going to
apologia
close
will
chat
not
to
fly.
avoid.
The wheel of
I will avoid further cap from the chat, and we will go back to the match
All right.
with the cat and the gat.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
Ooh, ops for the OD. Oh,
Gets a good OD. I think this OD actually locks him out of some of the corner carry that he normally gets. So he has to go for this mid-screen mix-up that Rick G hasn't been hit by
Yeah.
yet, but this time he called out the answer to it and blew him up with a counter hit by
And-
JC in the air.
yeah. I guess the OD definitely works itself out and pays in dividends. We got he got Richter to pop the burst, locked out of the active flow for the
great
rest of the round,
anti-air.
and will take a lot longer to. Oh my goodness, yeah. This is going to the corner. Yeah, pops the graviton. No, drops the combo actually. Never mind. Sets up the graviton. Looks like he wanted to bait out Richter's use of 4D as an anti, and just wanted to bait him with the fireball.
Gonna carry him to the corner
Richter
here,
got
it
a
looks
nice
like.
combo here.
But
Great
he's just
corner
gonna roll
carry.
right out. He's not having it.
Awesome. Yeah. Ooh, gets
Just gonna flash the PS screen for a sec. I don't have a controller actually set up on this PS4 right now because the pad I was using died, so I'm just flickering my hitbox.
so stuff. Either way, we have Richter continuing their offense. Gets hit with the counter hit rocket fist. Okay. Goodness, this is
Science
great
Cat is
dealing
doing a
with
really good
corner
job of
carry.
controlling neutral by throwing out a magnet and then like just absolutely ruining any position that Richter's trying to get, and then covering the approach that Richter is now forced into, or forcing him to commit to a button and then avoiding it.
Yeah, the doctor is certainly in. You can definitely see Science Cat trying to adjust the way how. Wow, that flashed okay. Science Cat's definitely adjusting the way how they approach, using Coco's air buttons and shifts in momentum. I can't believe I just saw those like JTCs. Definitely willing to change their momentum in order to call out a lot of Richter's options and make it as uncomfortable as possible.
They've been doing a really good job. Honestly, I would say it's Nick who's schmooving now, and when you schmoove, you get scooped. They're bursting out. They don't like that. They're like, I don't want to get air grabbed.
I'm not old. I'm not old. Opts for the fireball. Does Richter know the punish here? Oh, that is super
He doesn't
awkward.
need to.
Yeah, I definitely would have a hard time trying to confirm the punish off of that interaction.
That fireball was supposed to be...
I'm not sure if Richter has...
Nick knew that. He was positive it was going to hit. He was get up 6C, and now he gets the reversal. Combo
And
into
there
death.
it is.
You're dead. Get out of here. That reversal's insane. She gets to combo you for like 4K, and if she gets in the corner, she gets to put you in the corner and Oki you off a reversal. And it's not regular Oki, it's Kokonoe Oki.
It's not your average Oki.
This isn't your everyday Oki. Alright, so is Richter going to swap to Bang? No. I hope so, but no.
Yeah, I think you only mentioned it just to crush your own heart.
I just want to keep saying it. I'm projecting my own dreams out into the world. A lot of thinking. He's thinking right now. He's definitely considering it.
He's choosing the
He's
CS.
trolling me. He's hearing me talk about this, and he's like, "Yo, fuck Thantis. I'm gonna exactly like this." He heard,
We're
I called
both
him out,
wrong.
he
He
was
didn't
like, the
even
game-
choose
the
the
jig is
CS
up.
outfit. Jig is up. It was me, Noel, this entire time. Still.
This has been intense. I don't. We haven't had any blowouts. It's been a really close game pretty much every time. This is the longest set we've had so far, and it's not over yet.
Jesus Christ. Winner's final, so it's 3 out of 5, friends.
Yeah, if Nick wins this, he's on.
Oh
set
my
point for
goodness.
Science Cat.
Amazing use of gravitons in order to drag Richter in just, I believe that was 2A or 2B, to clip him from a unusual one.
Ooh, that is
Oh
big.
my
but he
god,
drops
that
the
was a
confirm. That was
saucy
big
teleport.
damage. Blocks the overhead,
Blocks the overhead.
but does not block the second one. Blocks the overhead.
Yeah,
Gets a hit
remembers that
here.
you
All
just
right.
block
I think
high
he
when
side
Noel
swaps him
cut.
here.
Okay.
No, goes to a reset.
Nope, opts to go for a reset. Richter still got the bomb on him. Guess it goes away. Ooh, gets the first hit, but doesn't convert it properly. I'm really surprised that Richter
Ooh, I
hasn't
think
been
he's dead
hasn't been called out too hard.
He gets two
100
supers. I think this is it.
meter.
He doesn't drop.
Let's see. Goes into cannon, right?
Ooh, I've never seen
Oh,
that.
that's such a.
That
Oh,
dies
I
anyway.
guess
And now
that
he doesn't have
works
his burst.
and doesn't care about the 4D. Yeah.
This is looking
Science Cat
good
doing a
for
really
Science
good job
Cat.
of it.
Slight burst lead, but he cares way less about having burst than he cares about Richter not having burst.
Yeah, being able to force your momentum as Kokonoe is super important. And limiting a character like Noel's options, who may have to rely on system mechanics more, is very, very good.
Richie making that J2C do work. Science Cat used to people having to kind of respect that position after blocking lightning, and Richie's just like, no, I'm gonna J2C, and then I'm gonna grab you. Science Cat gonna get his
Amazing
burst
pressure
back, but I
sequence from
wonder if he's
Richter
gonna
here.
spend it. He's pretty far behind.
I have strong doubts. Richter has definitely shown that they are able to catch up in neutral and play despite Science Cat switching up the pace as well as possible.
Notably, though,
So I
because
think
he
this
has
is-
OD, he can convert into Golden Tiger, so Kokonoe can kill off of almost any touch here. It's just a hard confirm.
Yeah, but Science Cat definitely has a lot of those confirms on lockdown.
Ooh, this could be it. Yep, he could die here.
Oh,
if he
this
doesn't
might
fuck
be
it
it.
up, we're gonna get it.
Golden Tiger?
Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
Oh, Golden Tiger.
Oh!
Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go!
Die.
Oh, he lived!
Oh, doesn't take the kill. Oh my god.
Oh
okay.
man, it's because he didn't have. I think it's because he didn't have
First
EA.
back. Oh my god, he's 16. He's stomach to the game on the trap. Oh, OD's
Oh.
throw attempt converts kills.
Oh, we
my
got a
god,
Golden
this is
Tiger
only
and he
the second
didn't win.
round.
Oh, I'm heartbroken.
We gotta do this.
I'm heartbroken.
We gotta do this again.
Oh, my god.
god. Science Cat once again with a slight OD lead, but Noel now having swapped OD instead of burst, the lead isn't quite as significant.
Just winning this neutral though. These air buttons doing work. Having a hard time picking up off of a lot of these stray hits. I'm gonna say a little bit of that's net. I think Science Cat usually pretty strong at that. Trying to anti-air, but
Wow,
it's
really?
blocked.
Yeah, really surprised that Science Cat opted for the option. I think that he was intending to press a different button. He's definitely noticed by now Richter's usage of cross through as an ender for his drive.
I'm wondering if he was mashing 4A and then just got 6A. Catches him trying to schmooze with a 3C, which is really strong. And next touch probably kills. He's got to hold this mix-up on wake up.
Probably.
Oh,
It definitely
resets it.
kills.
Oh,
No
bursts.
graviton setup. Oh my god. If if Science Cat went into OD immediately, that would have killed. Yeah, but still takes the set anyway.
Still takes it.
Wow.
Science Cat looking good out here today.
This is some really good Blaze Blue tonight.
The meme
Wow,
is Blaze Blue
okay.
never disappoints, but I gotta say, I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, wow. Okay. That was pretty bonkers.
All right, so we're gonna run Orgard versus Fems on stream, and the winner of that fights Richter, and then the winner of that fights Nick, Science Cat.
Proper Blaze Blue.
There's no such thing as proper Blaze Blue. There's just schnice
Yeah.
Blaze Blue, and then there's people getting bodied.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking. We were so pumped when you did the Golden Tiger, Science Cat. That shit was nice.
You might have to reduce my volume from when you landed it, by the way.
You're quiet as hell. I
But
don't know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
The funniest thing is that all of our strong players play proper Blaze Blue, but improper Blaze Blue.
What does proper Blaze Blue even mean? That's a meme.
I don't know.
Please select your
Is that a
All right.
callback? I don't fucking
Can
know.
Fems defend us from our last out-of-region player?
To be quite honest, I have no idea. Fems is definitely no stranger to full screen situations.
Notably, Fems did
coming
knock
from-
Beauregard out into losers 2-0.
Oh, really? Okay.
So-
we have that on top.
Beauregard could be getting the double jeopardy right now.
Perhaps. I'm not sure how much. Let me back this up a bit. I know for a fact that Fems is definitely willing to play the matchup and play a certain style. While he may often just, play mid-screen, crest setup, blah, 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 standard S, he's very much so willing to just chill out in full screen. And S definitely has no problem just setting up bursts and using projectiles. Although, may not be quite as effective, but S's buttons in particular are really great because it means that she doesn't have to travel nearly as far in order to catch up to New, which we just saw right now as he just bullied his way in right after Aura's EA. Wow, okay.
Yeah, he just gets to run his shit. He got in right away. That's not what the zoner wants to see. Beauregard
The
getting out
owner
now,
likes
though,
to
so
see
this is
situations like this, however.
Ooh,
Backs
catches
up,
him with
sets
the
up
air
the grab
buttons.
well. Clipped by JB, the fairest button of them all.
good. Yeah. Rasan's not here in chat, so we can talk shit about how he's like, yeah, Kokonoe's air buttons are so unfair. Lands every JVB ever hit.
Yeah.
I
Tries
don't
to
think
set
you
up
can
the
take
press,
risks
just
like that.
back dashes and just literally hits him with the sword. Very good. Nice TK
Rolls up,
too.
that was a good
unfortunately.
roll, too. Rolls right through the sword.
I don't. Yeah, versus the DP. I don't think Orgard recognized the fact that it was DP and just wanted to burst and didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I wonder if
which
they
I
thought
think
if
is
that
fair
was
from
like,
that
ooh,
perspective.
double instant overhead and then just anti-air. These have
That's
been really
hilarious.
swinging. It's been feast or famine for both players out here.
Yeah, I think this is the most aggressive that Orgard has played. I think they recognize the fact that S's approaches are, obviously very strong, and as a result, they want to take the reins of the pace a bit more and decide to opt in for a slightly more aggressive playstyle than what we've seen before.
Roll DP. All right, let's see. S's DP probably pretty unique at hitting there. She's got the biggest DP in the game, pretty much, at least on meterless.
Naoto enhanced DP.
It depends on what direction. Hers goes further horizontally.
Either way, we got new pressure starting right now. Really good ability to
Ooh,
convert
counter
coming
assaults
from
him
Aura.
into the corner. Wow.
From the command dash? How does that even work? I don't know. Blaze Blue, you do many things, but you refuse to stay proper, don't you?
I think it was a
Either way,
cross-up.
we got Aura building up. Yeah, Aura building up 50 meter. Can go for. I was predicting this. Yeah, goes for this.
Ooh,
I don't even know.
no confirm though.
Yeah.
Just
new
gonna-
EA
okay.
is not very good.
This is one of the things that I like from Fem, is sometimes he'll just he won't confirm anything and he'll just good button you to death. You're like, oh, Fems is fucked up, and he's like, no, my buttons are just good. You have to block.
Yeah, very much so willing to just say, hey, I got a hit, and if I hit you 50 times, then I guess you're dead. Oh, wait, you're new. It's only 25. Nice.
Yeah, and S
The
does get to
other
hit
thing
you
that-
50 times.
Yeah, the other thing, that actually, I don't even know what else to say, because the ending sequence of that match was kind of nuts, actually. There's just so much to be said for just the way how both of these players are playing this matchup. It's very fun, especially because we've seen both of these players multiple times throughout the stream forced to play in very different ways, both according to player and according to the opposing character.
ODing through that, but you can't do that there. Fems will absolutely challenge you with the DP. And now you don't have your OD anymore.
Yeah, I think one of the major problems that Aura might be having is that, unlike a lot of the other people we've seen them face on stream at least, Fems is a challenger and a half. They will hit a button if they think they can get away with it. They will DP if they think it's the correct decision. Why is it the correct decision? Because it simply is.
One other thing that's, the character-specific aspect of this, S's air dash actually works differently than almost every character in the game, where she has an arc, which makes it way better at dealing with the ways that Beauregard has been moving around other people. When they air dash forward, it kind of just, like, bounces them up, and you get to see them also move their air momentum further with these air projectiles, which allows them to kind of schmoove in ways that a normal character can't. And run up and do TRMs, because they've also got an incredibly fast run speed.
Yeah. On top of that, S also has access to JB and JC, which are really great buttons for challenging Beauregard's ability to gas under. Doesn't even matter why we're talking about the neutral one. We clearly only have offense and a very quick 2-0 current. Wow, okay. And that's not even losers finals. That's just the set, right?
Yeah, that's it. 2-0.
Wow. Yeah. Fems understands simply how to just bully his way in. Beauregard having a very difficult time keeping S out. Can't blame them at all for that. I think had Beauregard been able to slow down the pace of the match, we might have seen a completely different set. But because of the way how Fems is willing to keep up the pace and assert his game, and due to his ability to use S in order to do that, it's just very good. Beauregard, thank you for coming out. It was really fun to see you play. I hope the connections have been good, and I really hope you come around again. This has been some really, really good BlazeBlue this week in particular.
Yeah,
Please
or
come
if
back.
you ever want to do casuals with our scene too, I can drop you a link to the New England anime fighting game community. And like we have people looking for games almost every day if you ever want to come by.
Yeah, so don't be shy to come about. I'm really happy that you came around for it.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like your connection was good too.
Oh. Aaron.
Hey, Eridat, I look for games almost every day. Put some respect on my name.
Eridat, why don't you ever look for games, huh?
Yeah, Eridat, some people at you for games every day and you don't answer.
Maybe you would go higher in bracket if you played a little bit.
Yo, that's fucking mean, Toido.
That's mean.
I didn't
haven't
say,
played
hey,
bracket
whoa.
lately.
I didn't say wrong. I only said mean.
I haven't played it. I actually haven't played it like ages. Don't worry about it. In fact, I think today was the first. No, actually, that's a fat lie. I did play Parsec a little bit. We're not gonna talk about that because we have.
Spooky,
S
you're the only person who doesn't play
versus-
this game.
No, wow. Spooky plays the game. He just plays it at ungodly hours.
Rebel 1. Action.
Anyway, back to the match. We've did we see this earlier today? I forget. We definitely saw this earlier, right?
Yes.
this match.
Richie is the one who knocked Fems into losers. 2-1, so it was close last time too.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. Jesus Christ, everything's been kind of crazy. Alright, tries to go for the 2A reset, then just 4 sets out, but there.
Ooh, good throw
Oh my
setup.
goodness. Really, really good in particular because Fems just sets up the crest, pops, literally says, yeah, you're gonna have to hold this crest by the way, and then just throws before the crest pops.
Steals the burst.
And
Let's go.
burst gate.
He's got Fem's number. He's
that.
like, I know you. I know who you are. I know where you live.
Rebel 2. Action.
Oh, right. See? Those
Oh my
relives. Round
goodness.
start, counter hit. Put him in the corner. Do a lot of damage. 3.7? Wow.
That's pretty damn good. Oh man, this has just been solid strength. Yeah, oh, that's death. And that's it. And that's the first game. Richter really needs to clean house in time for his Guild Wars.
Yeah, Richie's like, I got Guild Wars at 9, I don't have time for your shit. Richie can't play Bang, he doesn't have time. Spooky, no one looks like a sprite can in this. Breaker Dave's not here.
Please select your character.
Okay, so we're on to the second game.
I'm gonna root for Fems because Richie can't stay. He's got places to be. He can't afford to win.
I wanna root for Richter because he's just so cool.
I mean, I love both of these players to death. Fems is like the only person I see during this pandemic. So, I mean, obviously I love them to death, but Richie plays so nice. I love to watch it.
Either way, it looks like the boy's winning. Fems with a confident neutral exchange. Really good usage of force there. Richie, unfortunately, runs right into the follow-up. Pops a burst. Guess he really wants to maintain the positioning. Can't blame them too hard, though. A lot of the corner sequences in the first game went extremely interchangeable.
Fems making this look commanding all of a sudden. He's like, nah, I'm not having this. You gotta stay.
Fems walking in like the first game didn't even happen. Richter, though, striking back with this round. Good start. Hatches him with the JA. Oh, amazing usage right there. So one thing that I find really awesome that Richter does is that he's willing to jump back after ending strings in order to call out super jump attempts and IAD attempts. You've mentioned earlier, Phantom, about S's jump arc being unique in the fact that, oh my god, that was insane. Being unique in the fact that, okay, hold on a second, that was just an insane sequence. What good defense.
Richie's schmoovin', like we've been saying, the Noel kind of do be schmoovin' though, and he's not letting Rasan get anything for free. Those projectiles hit so far under S though, it's so hard to get away from them.
Layered in the freaking J2, layered in the 2A crossup with throw. Oh, that's a stagger, it's long enough and kills?
Hell.
What?
That was so long. He's still staggered.
Was that
it's
5
rounds.
And that wasn't a blue beat either. That was true combo. TRM, what's up? Okay, Sam's opting to play calmly. Honestly, just waiting to see what Richter does and just counter poke it. As S obviously has very good tools like fireballs and large buttons in order to call out whatever movement option Richter goes for. But Richter, in classic fashion, too good of a schmoover in JD's anyway.
Fem's not having any more of this move. They're catching him with 60, running up, TRM in him. I don't think he can kill. Oh no, he can't. He's catching an OD.
Nah,
he's gonna hurt super for death. Oh, there we go. 1-1.
Anime finisher possible.
These guys really got to drag it. We got a classic New England top 3. Fems gate-kept our out-of-state player, who did really good. Did a really good job getting as far as they did. Fems is just such a strong player a lot of the times, and they play a very strong character, even if they will be the last to admit it. Listen, you
are so happy to point that out.
The only people who downplay their character more than S players are Bang players, okay? Richie's the one exception. Richie's like, yeah, Bang's fucking nice. Everyone underrates the shit out of him.
So we're at 1-1 right now, right?
Yeah.
This is 1-1.
And this is first to 5. Or first to 3, rather.
First to 3. This is first to 5.
Every time today. Every single time it's been first to 3 or best of 3, I have said the wrong one.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel
no worries about it. In, I think, the first 5 sets, the moment I said, hey, I think this will happen, either A, it didn't happen, or B, it didn't happen, but worse.
Hey, someone do me a favor and post the S copy pasta in chat. The one with the, like, if you can't block instant JC, your skill level is, clown shoes or something like that. Someone find that and post it in the chat. I want to see those.
Yeah, or first five. Richard trying to speed run heaven or hell. Goes for the 4D.
I'm looking good right now.
I'm frankly shocked at the amount of leeway. Sorry, not leeway. The amount that Richter is able to get away with. Oh my god! I think Richter tried to fake the cross up 2A and decided to just straight up throw. I think that's what Richter was intending, or it was just a scramble situation and he got thrown. But if it was what I think it was, that's crazy. That's not amazing. He is.
Speaking of good S buttons, we got a counter hit 6B from all the way across the screen. Gets into the corner, but then he ODs through the
ODs the throw attempt. Let's go.
Or not. But
5C starter. What's the mix? Gets hit high. Cross trigger. Oh, gets the extension. Drops the ender. Doesn't matter. In a pretty advantageous position. Gets hit with 6B though. Wow. Okay. That button. Oh my god.
Alright, still anyone's game. It's spooky here. I don't think this will be it. He doesn't have the crest, so he can't confirm off of it, or force.
Richter's gonna immediately burst next hit. I'm willing to bet.
Oh god, I don't.
Neutral. Oh, obstacle for the burst.
Rasan does this a lot. I don't think the super is very good.
Gets caught out.
And yeah, it steals the burst and kills him.
Gets the burst bait.
Rasan, stop doing that super.
Oh my god.
It never works. Throws 50 meter, gets his burst stolen and dies. I don't care if it makes your DP plus or not. Alright, let's see. Richie's only got to win one more. Then he's got to stay in this fucking bracket.
Jesus, that burst bait was nuts. Literally waited till the third hit, then did the jump cancel barrier, and was absolutely correct. On the dot. Not any 5A, you know, jumping a barrier and then they burst 2 seconds later. Got the burst bait the moment Fems opted for it.
Sometimes you just know, and Richie knows more than most people do.
This has been... I feel flabbergasted every time I'm seeing... Richie by the books, reads a lot, knows a lot.
Rasan's sick of this, he bursts out. Ooh, good OD. Are we going to side swap? Can we do that? Oh no, we're going to reset him instead. I think he tried to reset him a second time.
Oh, Ben calls out DP.
So we're going to sit here for a couple of minutes while
wow. And back to mid screen. He hits with a spring rain. Shout out to the first set that they were playing.
People aren't going to believe me when I say he plays Bang. Instantly smooth.
Right. Just the way that...
Richie's got places to be. He's like, I don't have time to lose anymore. I got to beat Nick after this.
2-2 messed up the 2-2. It's okay. We have 4D anyway, and nobody's like hitting it with a low body button. Wow. Use the beginning of the revolver action to set up the overhead. That was funny.
OD's here, but does not get the
OD's
punish.
the throw.
I don't think they
got
RC
and OD.
Oh, left righted, but no confirm.
And still gets the hit. Next hit, Richie gets. This is set point. Next hit, Richie gets. Takes the set. And he's got OD. On the throw attempt. Counter throws. Astral.
All right, let's go.
Oh my god. We're stylish in this place. It's Boston Blaze Boo, buddy. Get hit, asshole.
I don't think I've seen Noelle's Astral in a long time. Actually, that's a lie. Richter did it to me like literally the other day.
Jesus Christ.
She's got actually two. Notably, if she's wearing her other outfit, she has a counter Astral instead.
Yeah, she has the counter astral.
Which means I think that this costume is like probably just straight up better.
Goodness God, that was Jesus Christ. I am so impressed with both players. I just like I'm speechless.
Yeah, that was. We've seen some insane Noelle play. I feel like this is a record breaker for everybody here. All the good Noelles don't live in this country, so to get to see nice Noelle play on our own shore is something special. Oh, really, Oregon? I did not know that. I thought it was locked to each individual one. So this one is just straight better. That's kind of weird, because that means you got to pay what? 50,000 P dollars to unlock Noelle's costume, otherwise every Noelle player is just nerfed. Spooky, you didn't even play Noelle, who cares?
Richter gonna fight up until he has to go. Typing in the chat.
Alright, Richie is
What an
time
admirable
attacking
move.
Science Cat. He's got to win 6 games in 21 minutes.
You might not have realized, but we're actually playing Speed Star Mode right now. How? What? That's not real. That can't be real.
It is if you get hit by it. Oh, schmoves his way right into the light.
You know what? No. Yeah, unfortunate.
Gets him all the way to the corner, but just gets spring right. That J2C rather is a very strong tool at calling out a lot of what Science Cats likes to do in the corner once you jump. It
Speaking of
just hits so far
J2C,
down.
he's massive J2C damage. Yeah, doesn't get the conversion though, but we're gonna probably take him to the corner, right? Nope. We're gonna teleport. Yep.
Oh, drops the
RCs.
I hate to see that.
I don't know what the RC was for.
I think it was he was doing RC into like you just had to do the button there, but he gets like a second to just like automatically burst bait. I know he doesn't have burst, and he gets air grab.
Oh my God.
Rebel 2. Action.
At Spooky Blast. Val, if you want to play games, you should at the roll. I know Uber's usually looking for games after bracket. Science Cat taking his own advice, blocking all the overheads, saying Richter always does it, and I mean, Richter's got to prove he can hit lows if he wants to use the overhead now.
Science still doing a pretty good job of making sure that Richter has to play at least honestly, per se. We're gonna put honest in quotation marks. but
Science Cat trying to time him out on the
regardless,
20-minute timer.
Yeah. Science Cat playing a lot more defensively. I think they don't want to get swept up with Richter's pace and just want to start their set play and set up a trap and possibly bait Richter in using a graviton. Unfortunately, Richter, through pure movement and great selection in buttons, is able to overcome this issue and
this
still
2H
bully his way in. Until this happens, and now he's dead anyways.
If Kokonoe's got a 100 meter, she just gets to kill you off of like anything.
Rebel 3. Action.
Ooh, Richie doing a really good job winning a lot of these early round exchanges, and he'll get a nice hit really fast. Again, he's got places to be. He doesn't have time to play neutral.
Places to be, things to do. We have another J2C from Science Cat. At this point, I feel like I want to start a counter like how I want to start counters for Jackie. Either way, though, offense is started. You're in the corner. Trap is set up. Doesn't matter because Noelle manages to get the clip anyway.
Deep run up
And
for
once
the
again,
DRL.
we're seeing a lot of times. I'm actually surprised that, yeah, definitely wanted to bait out the Throw Tech OS. And what we're seeing right now a lot with, oh my goodness, finally started to bait out a couple of Richter's options.
another
You might have
TRL.
been able to, TRM, that's death.
All right. Science Cat's like, oh, you got places to be. I'll knock you out real fast then.
Wow, that was a very crazy first game because it felt like so much of it was under Richter's pace, but Science Cat standing his ground, keeping it calm, and managing to play his game regardless and still get these wins.
Richie talking about switching to Bang, but he's going to stay Noel. Richie, just play whichever one will lose because then you'll get out faster. You'll have time for Guild Wars. You got 15 minutes, buddy.
Say that's talks, but I guess that's nice.
Richie's got to win 6 games in 17 minutes. It's looking bad.
You know, it's like a 2-minute per game.
It is not 2 minutes per game.
Don't worry about it.
Think about how long both of these characters' EAs are. If we see one of those, it's already 2 minutes.
You see an EA.
The wheel of fate is
Yeah,
turning.
that actually is like an extra 10 seconds.
It's a little bit longer than that. I think Kokonoe's is like actually 20 seconds if she has EA. Or active flow, rather.
Yeah.
Look at that movement just all over the place.
I think he just went for air throw, whiffed it, still had enough time to go for the air dash, and hit anyway. Future 6C stuffing the Kokonoe wake up 6C. Yeah, so far Richie's selection of buttons has been really good because a lot of times Science Cat wants to either low crush a move or he wants to go for a J2C. And Richie's been able to either air to air very well or select a different button in order to call out these strong buttons from Kokonoe.
I would like to say that most characters play like low throw, and Richie has been playing this game high throw. And Science Cat's been doing a pretty good job with attacking the throws and blocking the overheads.
Yeah, definitely playing pretty calmly. We can see the adjustment still here, wherein he's picking his poison a lot more accurately. Or maybe not accurately, he's a lot more meticulous about picking when he wants to go in. And is looking for more favorable options.
Oh, or
this
not.
is Mix.
He's dead.
Mix. Gets hit and fataled anyways. What? Is this death? RC or not?
Yeah, he's got
No,
the second super.
Wait. Oh my god. What?
Wow.
Huh?
What the fuck just happened?
I don't under... Oh,
Ooh,
fatal
Red Star
counter
fatal
on the
this time.
2C. This doesn't
That's
feel
gonna
very
hurt.
good.
Go to the corner, take 3.5. Get counter hit again, this one does more.
3 point.
Oh, unless I drop. Unless I
Doesn't
drop
matter because it
Instant
gets dropped.
overhead.
J2C because we're nice.
Alright, let's see. Still not really going for lows, it looks like. Cannot open Science Cat up. Oh, I think this could be,
Yep, here we go. OG?
yeah, this looking...
Wow,
I
I'm
guess- I think
surprised he
that's-
hasn't bursted yet.
Oh, he's
Black
trying to go
hole
for
setup.
something. Oh, no confirms! All of that for nothing.
Drives
It's an air
over
hit.
and messes up the fatal anyway. Because Kokonoe is airborne during that.
Oh, what was that?
I actually
burst?
didn't know that. That's so funny.
You can. There is like one frame where she's on the ground, but you should plan on an air punish.
Wow. I actually never knew that. That's very funny.
Oh, Richie sniping him.
Oh my god.
Bursting out. I don't want it. Get out of here. I hate getting scooped. We're playing some neutral, but does Richie have time to play
my
neutral?
Apparently, yes. Given the way how willing he is to play neutral.
Science
Opens
Cat's
the
finally
hiccup
getting
with
hit
the
out by an
overhead.
overhead after a million years. Can he kill? I don't think so. I don't believe him. He can't.
No, next hit kills.
Are you sure? Or did you jinx him?
He can kill on the next hit. Let me clarify.
Alright, 2A. We're going to the corner, except we're not. We're resetting.
Resets. CA, screw you, and your bomb. 2 6As doesn't get punished for it.
Catches
It all
him with
just
a
needs
3C.
one basic conversion.
The bane of my existence.
Oh my
Put him
goodness.
in the
And we're
corner.
going to the corner. Messes up the conversion from there. Oh, low crushes. Oh, thought that Science Cat would have the burst back. Not on time though. This might cost him the round and the game.
This is OD.
This.
Good job blocking.
Usage,
Ooh,
20 seconds left on the
doesn't
clock.
confirm.
Does Richie recognize this and back up?
Oh,
Oh, J2C, he's dead.
he's dead.
OD.
He doesn't drop, he's dead. He dropped.
OD's into
No.
whatever he wants. What? He messes up. Oh my god. OD, 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 OD. The timer's
Oh,
going.
he
The
doesn't
timer's
need to.
going. Does
Why
he realize
does
it?
he need
Doesn't
OD?
matter anyway. He still hits him with a JP. What?
Beauregard, for some reason, your comment about gotcha and waifus got caught by the auto mod, I have no idea why. Oh, I guess waifus gets tagged by auto mod? That's kind of wild. No one has said waifu in our chat before. Richie, you gotta play a whole nother game.
No, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. Oh my god. Okay. I'm really sorry for talking over you at the end there, Vince.
It's fine. That was intense.
That was an incomprehensible ending.
We've been talking over each other all night. It's part of our charm, or else people wouldn't be here. Oh, I have to individually allow waifu, like, every time. Oh, no. I think every other time people said waifus, plural. Oh, my God. I have to manually allow everyone to say waifu through, so none of y'all can say it anymore. I'm not looking at the chat.
It's now a redacted word.
Twitch seems to think so. Alright, Science Cat's gotta knock him out quick. A good start, good start. Getting hit by the overhead, second time tonight. Richie doing a low.
Yep. Fatals on the 5D. Decides to burst. That makes sense. Looks like Noel can get about 5k off of that fatal, so
Very
I'd
early
definitely
bursts
be willing to burst that.
from both players every time.
Yeah, I think these early bursts are definitely fine, in my opinion. As Kokonoe, if you burst early, you get them off of you, and you have another chance to set your own pace for it, and you have enough time to build up your burst. For example, she's already almost halfway through.
Tear up, she's dead.
Oh my goodness. Gets clipped by the 6A. We got a nice little confirm here. Gets the extension as well. This is corner to corner. Sorry, this is mid-sprint.
Getting the reset. This is looking kind of clean. Richie might have to play another one if he keeps this up. Science Cat does have his burst back though, so nothing guaranteed. Could always golden Tiger.
Ooh, unfortunately. Doesn't quite have the meter yet, but because Science Cat is under 30%, he will be gaining meters slowly but surely over the course of the match, as you can see. Already up to almost
like 70 or 80 to actually do a golden Tiger as well because of how much meter you build on the way to it depending on the starter. So like,
looks like with that hit,
he can't do it with this one, but the next set he can golden Tiger. Oh, maybe not because he spent guard crush, but now he's got it again. But he
all
just
the way
gets
back up.
that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to do a shout out in the chat. I see Ben lurking. You've got a message. Ben, you lurk every time. Ben lurks in our Discord. Ben lurks in our chat. Ben lurks in my DMs. I'm calling him out.
Aw, damn.
Alright, Richie, you got 9 minutes for 5 wins. Val's right. Can he do it?
Please select your character. Kokonoe, Noel, Vermilion.
I think all it takes is for Science Cat to make 2 or 3 big adjustments in how they're approaching neutral, and suddenly this will have a round where it just swings very, very hard.
This is
towards,
tournament point
Science
for
Cat.
Science Cat. Yeah, Richie's got to win every round in 30 seconds and never lose a round. And that's still just imagining that he doesn't have to go through menus every time. Fred, to get able to pay for announcers? You don't know me very well.
You can actually get Susanoo announcer for free.
Yeah, Susanoo sucks though.
What?
I don't
You're
want to hear his
bugging.
fucking voice.
I'm
I
not
don't
going
give
to
a
talk
shit.
about it.
Also,
You know
aren't
what?
all of the announcers in
Fully
Japanese?
Yeah.
feel fine.
I mean, no, I'm good. Default announcer is bad. That's why I like it. It's not as good as the old ones. We don't have any of the classic like Karu crowbars or the Hackmans. All right, Science Cat getting a clean round that we didn't talk about because someone asked me about announcers.
Yeah, Science Cat doing really well, and oh my, okay, there we go.
Good reversal. Hasn't
Now
shown
that
a
I
ton
think
of those.
about it, we actually haven't seen Super Fireball.
He used it
I was
one
just
time the
saying that.
last set that he played against her.
I know. I was just saying that. How could you talk over me?
Oh, I thought you were saying we hadn't seen it all. I'm sorry.
No, I definitely was saying we haven't seen it. I was gonna say this set, I think, but oh, whatever. Either way, point is that right now Science Cat is dominating this neutral and playing at a much better place. I think he's starting to realize that he can aggress a little bit more and still set up traps and set up. Trap setup, you can't hurt me, ha ha ha.
Every setup, every hit he's gotten has been with 3C. I feel like he's landed that button so much.
Oh my god, okay, yeah. I think that's a really good call out there. Richter definitely has been going for those air throw attempts.
Science
right
Cat
now
can do Golden Tiger on the next hit. It could be death, any hit.
OD available, lots of meter.
If he lands a 3C, it's just it.
Right now we just have calm neutral. Both players know that the next hit will probably decide this hit.
Ooh, that's
oh my god!
No confirm.
That was a great mix.
Ooh, air grabs him from a
air
mile
throws,
away,
counter hits.
Tries to steal the burst.
Decides to
doesn't
burst
get
speed hits. Wanted to steal Science Cat's soul. Alas, he still died.
Round start 3C, you gotta respect it. It's good. It's
There's
fast.
those 3Cs
it's
that you were talking
basically
about.
plus. Gets him in the corner. Take 2.4. Hold the Soki. Get TRM.
You make Jesus. You know, you make Tokunoe 3C sound a lot like it's an advertisement for like a new store brand, like bread or something.
Listen, Tokunoe 3C, it cooks, it cleans, it counter hits, it sets up your OP.
Oh my god.
Let's see
Cetera,
it.
et cetera,
Scoop
et
with a 3C.
Right now, oh my goodness. Yeah, so right now I would expect Science Cat to just, I think he's just gonna super fire at some point, actually. But I think he can play really fast, or, okay.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Well, Richie doesn't have to worry about being late.
Oh, jeez. That's tragic.
All right, and we
wow.
have our Boston Blue Beat Online Volume 21 winner, Science Cat, who has not entered for 4 weeks or so should enter more, and maybe would win.
Pulls up, says, I'm nice, takes the set, 3-1, double eliminated Richter.
Yeah, it didn't drop a game. They went all the way through losers.
Jesus Christ. That was nuts. It's been a pleasure commentating with you, Thantis. It's been an arguably even greater pleasure having you all come here to play with us and talk in the chat and talk shit and everything. I'm really glad we could come together here. These have been some really great games. Thank you guys.
This was great. I'm super happy. We got a huge bracket. I'm thrilled that I got to commentate with my buddy Toito out of retirement from school for a little bit.
I'm out of retirement for like 2 days. I'm glad I came out of retirement for this one.
Yeah, this was a good one. Spooky, I asked you for commentary before Toito responded. And also before we had enough people that I could afford to drop out of bracket. Anyway, everyone have a good night. Hopefully I will see you all here next week. Uzumaki, you better get your ass back here. Your connection was fine. And I hope to see you guys all next week.
Yeah, that's all we got for today. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Go kick ass. Keep playing BlazBlue. Push this tournament on to more people so we can get it even bigger. I'd love even more people to show up. It's been a really great time having new people here.
Absolutely, I echo that sentiment. It was great having you guys. Orgard, look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah.